What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Question Everything. I am your host, Americ Masters, with my co host, Hunter. We are going live right now to cover the NFL draft. So let's hope and let's watch together as we see everything unfold. So this should be great. Let's see what we got here.
I can't wait for the Niners to make a big splash, and we'll see if anything's going to happen, and let's see what other teams are willing to do. Who are they willing to give up, and who are they want to pick?
Right.
Because it's a matter of time right now. We only got a few minutes left. I'm ready. Let's get this thing started.
I'm ready too, man. Like I want to make sure that we are able to like cover all the draft needs. Let me know, Hunter, if you see anything come through the wire. We're
Hmm.
definitely going to be covering this and making sure we deliver the news as it comes in. We
Hmm.
try something a little bit different, so at the same time, let's just have a good time, have fun with it, and let's
Well,
go.
yeah, we're just moments away, and let's begin a new journey for the 2025 season.
So I got it set up here. Fortunately, uh, we're unable to actually show the actual stream, but we are definitely going to bring you everything as it comes in. So right now, we do have uh, the draft coming, and the first pick is going to be the Chicago Bears. So let's see. At this time, Hunter, who do you think that the Bears are going to get? For me, I hear that it has to be Caleb Williams, a quarterback out of USC. So, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, most likely they probably will pick up Caleb because considering they got rid of Justin Fields and they have no real backup quarterback or no quarterback at all, so he might be the man that they'll pick up, but we'll see. Everything everything's always going to be a shocker.
Right. So let's get it ready.
Here we
Uh,
go. We're just moments away.
so let's see here. Let's get the Bears up and running.
Hmm.
So the Bears they traded away Justin Fields. I was a little surprised for what they got back in return from the Steelers. To me personally, they were better off going and keeping Justin Fields and building around him with a strong offensive line.
Hmm.
But you know they
Yeah, that was
decided against that. So let's see what Caleb Williams brings to the table.
yeah, but I still think it's a shocker. They give him basically pennies to the dollar. Because
Right.
like I think Justin Fields is worth more than what they got, but hey, more power to the Steelers. They got to steal. You know.
Right, right. I mean, the way that the draft is, shaking out, we do have the Commanders at number two. Commanders could also go quarterback because they did trade away their draft pick. So that was a quarterback. So the, let's see who else they're going to pick up at that point.
Yeah.
Right now, it could be Drake Maine out of North Carolina. So that will be interesting. Uh, what I've been hearing is the Patriots are actually thinking about grabbing Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State, the receiver. But as we kind of alluded to yesterday, who is going to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison? They don't really have a
Mhm.
quarterback. So,
Yeah. So besides the Commanders, yeah, the Patriots, they're in desperate need of a quarterback,
right,
and so I can't see them picking up a wide receiver. It has to be a quarterback. If they
right,
do pick up somebody else, I'd be kind of shocked and surprised.
right. So I think it's about to start. It's 5:02 p.m. on the West Coast. Let's see what the Bears bring to the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, your mother. Awesome stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So let's see. Uh,
Lions.
I will be surprised though, bro, if the Bears go in a different direction and skip. Caleb Williams. I mean,
To me, unless they get someone as a part of a trade, but considering that they have no backup, they have no quarterback. It's not even a question that's their top priority.
right.
So everything else is going to have to fall in. But it looks like they're about to start announcing.
Is the pick in?
No, not yet.
It's
They're
not
trying to
yet.
really
Wait.
make you wait on this thing right
I
now.
know. I know. From what I heard, yeah, they do have 10 minutes per round per selection. So the Bears had essentially a year, no, a few months to know who they're going to pick. So
Oh, I
it's
think
quite
it's gonna be.
obvious.
Yeah, well, I think they already knew once they got rid of Justin Fields. They already had someone in mind.
Well,
But right now, it could be a bunch of teams calling them up right now, asking for a possible trade. So we'll
oh
see.
yeah, for sure. I mean, a trade could go down the wire right now.
Hmm.
Wouldn't surprise me. What would surprise me is if the Bears select with the first overall pick a punter. That would be new.
That'll be a
Let's
first,
go.
and I could already see Bears fans like, okay, I give up. I give up. But hey, if you guys are willing to switch to a new team, we're available
Right. They're gonna
right
turn
here.
their hats inside
Yeah,
out.
turn their head.
It's over. It's over, guys. Come
That's the
on,
best
Bears.
way to kill your fan base right there.
All right. All right. We're just waiting here. We're waiting to see what's going on.
Hmm.
Um, again, we're gonna bring it to you as soon as we get the news. We're ready, locked and loaded to go. As you can see, we're waiting for the Bears to be picked. So it should be a good draft. I do hear that this is a receiver heavy draft, which could definitely benefit the Niners. So um, that could definitely allow us to go in a different direction for at least the first two rounds potentially.
Yeah, but
So
even though it's a heavy receiver season, I have a feeling more teams right now are in desperate needs of quarterbacks. Because I
right,
could, tell you like even like Seattle might be there. I know like even the Cardinals have issues with their quarterback. I don't
hmm
think they're all sold in him. And then you still got, let's see, um, well, Miami is kind of okay, but they do need a backup. But
right,
more than anything, the Giants is uncertain. The Jets, depending if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, that's a big
right,
question mark. And who
right,
even knows if he'll be able to play? Because
right,
the injury he had last year, for most people, they can't come back that quickly.
right.
So that's another one. And then the kind
Tennessee,
of
yep,
Tennessee might be another team. So there's
right,
quite a few teams, and that's are pretty desperate with quarterbacks right now.
right,
Well, who else? Oh yeah, definitely Washington. We already touched that one. So
right. Yeah, I mean, again, like you mentioned, man, they are definitely like milking this. It's already
mhm.
5:06. We should have like the first pick in by now. But hey, patience is a virtue, so let's hang
Yeah,
tight and see what
I'm,
the Bears
I'm
bring.
I'm guessing the Bears are probably waiting for a last minute call, or like they're trying to milk it like you said down to the wire.
Right.
But considering that what they need, we'll see.
But in reality, though, if they are on the phone with another GM from another team, I mean, come on, you guys gotta like kind of speed this up, man.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to see how they're either testing the waters, see how
Right.
desperate they are. So I don't blame him. Like hey, desperation sometimes makes people do stupid things, and you never know. We've seen a lot of dumb things. Justin Fields is a good example.
right.
Let's just face it. That to me was and if the Steelers were going to get it, I wouldn't have gone for Russell Wilson, and I would have just let him go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or unless they trade Russell Wilson for something else, who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised, because I would rather go with a young buck that you could build around. You know,
Right. Yep.
and it's not like Justin Fields is horrible. Unlike what's his name, Zach Wilson and Mac Jones.
hmm
Those two, they're lucky if they can be a backup.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're back from commercial break on the NFL Network. At least on my end, watching this live. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So again, like taking a little bit longer than anticipated, but for the Niners, again, we're still at number 31. There is a possibility that we can still trade. I did hear today though that Debo was in the trade talks today, so that was interesting. So the Niners were fielding phone calls from multiple teams. From what I heard, that they're ready to go. So I think the pick is in. I think the pick is in. Let's go. Here we go.
It's surprising they have Eminem though. I would think that he would, call it.
Go. Let's go. Come on. So let's see who they actually pick. That it will be Caleb Williams.
The pride of Detroit has got a little some surprise for you. I'm bringing out a few other surprises for you. So, Ken, here you go. Detroit! What up? It's here. Make some noise for the Detroit Lions. Let's go!
Is that Eminem talking?
Yeah, that's Eminem. That's why I was surprised, considering the Bears are first, but since they're having it in Detroit, hey,
all right,
go with the hometown favorite.
So you have a faster stream than me, so you got to let me know who it is.
Okay.
I got that direct TV stream. I don't know, man. Also,
they're just introducing some players. So. Yep, Barry Sanders. Probably my all-time favorite running back.
Oh, for sure, man.
I always wish that he was a Niner, because imagine what he could have done with our team.
Oh man,
considering when back then Detroit had nobody, he was the entire offense.
Right. Yeah. Let me hit refresh real quick because this is bugging me. I'm like, dude, I can hear it, just can't see it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready, but apparently they're not.
Hey Detroit, let's turn up tonight, baby. Let's get it.
All right. Come on, Lions. It's not like y'all won the Super Bowl. Come on. Reel it in.
Quit milking it. Come on.
Hey, wait a minute, Hunter. What team did the Lions lose to in the playoffs?
I don't remember.
That's right. Let's go, Niner Nation. Let's go, faithful.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm representing. I'm ready.
That's right, man.
Come on, let's go. Man, these guys are trying to milk it for everything they got. Come on.
They're playing too much over here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN. Yeah.
No, I'm watching.
You're going through the NFL Network?
Yeah, maybe I should switch to.
I would just switch to ESPN if you're having that much lag.
I know it is. Terrible. It's a replay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a replay. All right. Yes.
Been waiting. Okay, let's go.
All right. Still waiting on the Bears, y'all. They are hibernating. Man, now the Bears get 10 minutes? Oh, my gosh.
Man, how many more minutes you got?
Man. Hey, dude. Hunter, I'll be right back. I'm going to go cook a frozen burrito.
Go for it.
I'm going to do
DoorDash for a second. I'm going to need some, I need some Starbucks here.
Man, I'm going to go pull some weeds in my front yard real quick. Taking too long. Come on,
Come
guys.
on, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's obvious who it's gonna be, so let's just get down to it. All right, so hey, let's play a quick little game, side game. All right.
Hmm.
What minute count on the countdown? It's 9 minutes.
Hmm.
At what time will the pick be in?
I'm gonna say around like 5 minutes,
5 minutes?
probably 5 minutes,
Probably
because
five
either
minutes.
because they're still gonna. Right now. I'm almost certain they're just still waiting for like last minute talks or possible trades. But because if they weren't accepting any calls right now, they would have been on it. Because
Yep.
what's the point of waiting?
It'd be crazy though if the Niners appeared as the first pick they traded.
Ooh.
Oh
But who are
man.
they gonna? Who's gonna? Let's say if, for the sake of argument, right?
Okay.
Now, since
Yep.
we're talking about it,
Mhm.
Debo's name been thrown in there, Ayuk's in there. Let's say they traded either Brandon Ayuk or uh, Debo for
Right.
number one for the spot. Who's
That
gonna
won't
do
happen.
that? That won't happen. Who's gonna
That
throw
won't
to him? No
happen.
one, right?
All I'm gonna say is they better not trade Brock because I'll be done. I'll be done.
Uh, if they trade Brock, I'd be like, oh my god, this is it. We're turning into the
Man.
Cowboys. No, that's the one thing we can't happen. We can't let that happen.
I mean, based on the highlights though, with Caleb Williams, he does have a decent arm and he can scramble. So they were saying that he's generational talent. I mean, I don't know how that will translate in the NFL because it's a
Mhm.
whole different beast. It's faster. Like you don't get that presence in the pocket anymore. Like you're
Because
gonna
right
have to
now,
be really running.
yeah, he sort of reminds me the way he moves like Lamar Jackson. He's that
Mhm.
to me, he's that agile, but I don't know if he has the accuracy when he needs to.
Nah,
It's
I think his scrambling skills. I compare it more to Jalen Hurts. Like he's good, but he's not fast like Lamar. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, if he can be accurate, he looks like he's pretty quick, but he's around that. Yeah, you're right. He could be a Jalen Hurts type, but at the same time, I don't know if he has the accuracy of Jalen Hurts.
Right,
That's the advantage Jalen Hurts has.
right,
So, but we'll see. Because I mean, we've seen all the hypes of the number ones, and none of them really panned out.
right.
I mean, who's the last quarterback that you could think of was the number one that lived up to the hype,
Ooh,
right?
Manning definitely. Peyton Manning,
Peyton Manning, yeah. But I think there's someone
number one
before
overall.
number one overall. That's good. That's a good question. Like I can't think of it. The last number one that well,
It
the
wasn't Baker.
closest,
Baker Mayfield. It wasn't him. It wasn't
actually
Trevor
close.
Lawrence.
Maybe wasn't it? Andrew Luck was kind of close, but he
Yeah,
retired early. Wasn't
yeah.
he projected number one? Well, I mean Trevor Lawrence.
He's cool,
The
but he fumbles a lot. To
yeah.
me, it appears that his hands are just too small to grip the football when he scrambles. So,
Mhm.
I
No,
mean,
but he's not terrible. They can still build
no,
around him, but I don't
right,
think
right,
they have enough to help him out. They really need a running game, so to help them
right.
out. So
Man, they got him waiting up in there, Caleb
yeah,
Williams.
but I think he already knows.
Right.
I think you have a feeling he already knows. It's just like, man, I just want to get this thing over with.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what
Mhm.
they got. I mean, unless a team comes out of nowhere, there's 5 minutes left.
Mhm.
Like, unless there's a team that comes out of nowhere that actually provides like a really, really um,
Trade
good
proposal, but
package. But Cam Newton for sure, he was decent. Cam Newton was decent. You know,
Cam
he was
Newton was
out of
decent.
Auburn.
But yeah,
He did win a Super Bowl.
no, he didn't win the Super Bowl.
Wait, he didn't, huh? He
He went to
went.
the Super Bowl.
He
He lost
didn't.
in the Super
Yes,
Bowl.
he got MVP as well, right? He got
He
MVP
was
like
MVP that
regular
season.
season, right?
Yeah, but
All right, all right.
still,
Never won it though.
he hasn't won it, and I don't think he's ever made it back. After that, I don't think he's even made it back to the conference or like even the wild card.
Right. Well, I mean,
Well, he was a kind of like a one-hit wonder, sort of.
yeah. So let's see. I mean, the Bears need something though, man. The Bears
Yeah,
need like I thought they had it with Justin Fields, but if they could land Caleb Williams and he's decent or legit, like all the scouts are claiming he is, that will be great for that franchise. When was the last time that the Bears had a legitimate quarterback? I mean, you got to really think back. There's really none. I mean,
McMahon. Jim McMahon is probably the
nah,
only person.
but he was. I mean, he wasn't
Don't
the.
tell
He
me
was
Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler
no,
wasn't even close.
no. To me, it has to be like it was Justin Fields. You know, he was decent.
Yeah, but
He had
you
potential.
yeah, I mean, like he had potential, but like the last good quarterback they had was Jim McMahon, because
Right.
that's the only time they won the Super Bowl,
That's an
right?
asterisk.
Yeah, but you know, like what compared to who else? Like I
Trent
said,
Dilfer. It's the same thing. Same skill set. Not the greatest, but
yeah,
what?
but at least McMahon
Bradford.
won a Super Bowl. Who
What's
won
his
the
name?
Super Bowl?
Bradford for
Sam Bradford,
no, not Sam
Sam
Bradford.
Darnold.
No, Bradford. He was it Bradford? He won it with Tampa Bay when they beat the Raiders.
No, it's not Darnold.
No, it's not Darnold. This is like
No.
early.
Who was it? Like,
Yeah, now you're gonna start thinking. Use that World Wide Web and start surfing, bro. Because
uh,
that is okay. The pick is in. Let's go.
here we go.
Let's
Finally.
go. Let's get this party started. Let's go. And now I could actually play the sound effect. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Goodell. Caleb Williams. That's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. There it is.
There was
He's
no
going to the
doubt.
Bears. Caleb Williams to the Bears.
Yeah, there was no doubt. Considering what they, you know, like they have no offensive weapon, or you know, like
Right.
he's the only one. I hope he does good, just to you know, just to see what he can do. I'm kind of
Right.
curious to what he sees, but you know,
Yeah. So right now, Caleb Williams is a Chicago Bear, 2024 first overall draft pick, quarterback out of USC.
mhm.
That's some big shoes to fill. That the pressure's on him. You know what I
All
mean?
eyes on him, but we'll see.
52 total touchdowns in 2022. So I'm assuming that is an accumulation of both passing and rushing because it looks like he got some wheels. So, man, I wonder what Justin Fields thinking right now. Is he mad? Is he laughing? Is he probably saying, "Man, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you with that organization.
I have a feeling that he said, "Good luck, I'm
Good
out."
luck," right? Because I
Yeah,
mean, Justin being
because just how
with
they ended
Pittsburgh
things,
now,
you know, it wasn't like a mutual thing. You know, and I think Justin felt like he was the man, you know, in
right?
Chicago.
Right.
But considering how it ended up, how things ended the way they did, I can't picture him being, you know, happy for him, saying, you know, I hope you succeed. I
Right.
can't see that.
All right. Number 2. Let's go.
Washington, let's go.
Let's go.
I
All
have a
right,
feeling they're also
Washington.
going to pick up another quarterback. That's
Yeah.
going to be their number one.
I mean, but I see Drake Maine um, being mentioned in the top. You know, and most likely it's going to be Drake Maine, dude. If they go quarterback, what they have to. Michael
They,
Penix Jr. out of Washington, maybe. You know,
maybe,
that could
but
definitely.
like I said, we don't know because there's still a possibility. They still got 5 minutes before, you know, like they're going to trade. Somebody would give them a better offer. Who knows?
Right. So again, for everyone that's watching.
My teammates, my coaches, and my family.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. We're streaming live, so you could comment. You comment, we're gonna definitely show the comment as long as it's appropriate. We don't need the YouTube HR department to come.
Exactly. And also, it doesn't matter if you're like a Bears fan, a Washington's fan, even Cowboy fan. Feel free to chime in and say, tell us what you think your team did or what they should do. We're more than happy to put it out there.
Yep.
Oh, I completely forgot about Mitch Trubisky.
Ooh,
I mean, he wasn't
man.
he wasn't really the best, but he was somewhat the closest.
Right.
He's an easy person to forget.
Yeah, I mean,
He wasn't like Mr. Highlight.
No, for sure. But is he also on the Steelers? I don't know where he's at.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
he has
think
to be because they traded Kenny Pickett, so he has
No,
to
I don't
be.
think he's with the Steelers because what would the Steelers already got what Wilson and
Can you
Fields.
bring up a browser on your side and see like where he's at? You be the fact checker for us.
All right, let me take a quick look. Let me see what I can do here.
Yes, sir. And again, welcome guys to Question Everything Podcast. You can see my eyes, mysterious. So let's have a good time. Leave your comments. We'll show them on air. We're trying to build something here, make it fun.
According to this, he's with the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay. All right.
See that because you know what? Considering how their quarterback always gets hurt, I mean he's good, but if they get hurt, they need someone just to at least be good enough to fill in the spot.
Right.
Option.
Right. All right. I mean, that's good to know. Okay, so Trubisky on the Bills, back up to Josh Allen. That's interesting.
Yeah. Which is not bad. It's a smart move on their part. For the Bills. It's like I said, Josh Allen takes a lot of risk. I mean, he's a good quarterback. I like him, but he's a little too risky, and he gets hurt in the worst time. And Mitch Trubisky is not a bad backup.
Right. All right, so
here we go.
The pick is in. Let's go. So we got to get ready. It looks like the Commanders draft room is happy. Maybe they selected a punter. From Australia.
It's a punter season.
It's punter season. You better get it before it's gone.
I got to get some rookie cards.
Yes, you do, man. If your team is trash, it's punter season. Go get one. As long as you punt that ball, you're good.
Yeah. Cowboys, anybody? Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Soon.
Sorry.
Too soon.
I'm just trying to help Jerry. Jerry needs help.
On your screen, do you see the live banner on the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the eyeball?
Nope.
Next to it?
The eyeball next to it?
Yeah, no. Next to the live and the counter? No? All right.
No.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Pick is in. Let's see who it is. Washington. Your NFC, so let's see what they got. All right.
Here we go.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels.
Oh, okay. All right.
Quarterback. Yeah. See, I wasn't shocked that they picked up a quarterback.
All right. So let's put him in.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting now.
Jalen Daniels. LSU. Okay, number 2. Jalen Daniels is off the boards.
So who's next on the list? Which
Next is
team is
going to
on
be
the?
the
Who's
next
the team
one.
on the board?
So the next one, I mean, we'll let this ride for a little bit.
Mhm.
I'll switch out once he goes his little like pose with Goodell, and then I'll
Mhm.
flip it to the next team. But right now, Jalen Daniels, I'm not really too familiar with his skill set.
Mhm.
LSU is a definitely solid school. Not sure if he is going to be something that the
And,
Commanders want, but
yeah, unfortunately, I'll be honest. Like, I don't really keep up too much with college football unless it's close to end of the season when it's
mhm,
time to for draft picks. But
yeah.
yeah, I haven't heard too much about Jalen Daniels, but for sure he's definitely something that hopefully the Commanders you know will help him out, but because they need a lot of help.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's
6'3",
the Patriots.
210. Yeah, the Patriots are next. So I'll switch that out. All right. So Patriots. Let's get the Patriots on the board. There we go.
Even though I
Patriots
know
are
you said
next.
this season's supposed to be a wide receiver heavy, but I still have to say that Patriots are going to pick up a quarterback too.
They have
That
to.
they have to because
They have to, man.
they already know they can't do anything with Mac Jones, and
No.
and unless they want to call Jimmy up, but with
Yeah, I
Belichick
mean,
gone, I don't know if that's going to happen because
right.
Belichick's the only one that's a Jimmy fan.
I mean, right now, if I'll be really surprised, to be honest, this might be where we see the first trade go down. Because
Uh,
if a team is willing to flip their quarterback, it could be like Kyler Murray out of the Cardinals. It could be who's another team that they could potentially like trade their quarterback for to move up to number 3. Now the Patriots get the pick and they move down. That would be a
Actually,
smart move.
you know what? Now that I think about it, probably the Steelers, not not the Steelers, are sorry, the Saints, not
Jameis
not what
Winston.
Jameis Winston might be on the trading block because I know because of his antics of the last playoffs that really rubbed the people the wrong way,
Mm-hmm.
especially because he ignored the coaches. So he might be on the block, on the chopping block. And who else? Yeah, uh, like I said, maybe the Cardinals. It's also possible, maybe the Cowboys.
Really, you think so?
Well, I mean, it's a possibility. Just so you know what, uh, they might get let go of Trey Lance
Right.
and then keep like Dak and then get another backup just to because they lost a running back,
Yeah.
right? And even though rumors are, I think they might have picked signed back up Zeke, but Zeke, I don't think Zeke can do like what he used to do anymore. I think Zeke is done, and they need a receiver.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Right now, Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State, he is the top wideout. So
yeah.
him
So
and them,
that's why
Malik
it's good.
Neighbors. So, but
But
that's a
that's why, like,
receiver. They don't need a receiver though, bro.
who
They don't. I'm
the
talking about
Cowboys?
the Patriots. No, I'm talking about Patriots.
Yeah, I know the Patriots. That's why I know they have to pick like either a quarterback, no choice,
Right.
unless, like you said, like someone's gonna be willing to trade with them, but like for that move. And
Right.
those are the only teams I could think of. Maybe the Saints and the Cowboys,
Hmm.
or maybe the Cardinals.
I mean, right now everything is open for business right now for all these teams.
Yeah,
So
because so far the top three teams right now, they're all, from my opinion, anyways, they all need quarterbacks.
right.
Yeah, so
As of right now, I mean, we don't know who where they're gonna go. The Patriots, to me, I believe they should flip this pick though. If they're able
uh,
to trade down and get a quarterback in return, that will be beneficial to that team because then it'll be a win where they get a quarterback, a veteran QB. Oh, a pick is in.
There we go.
All right. Pick is in. Let's go, people. Pick is in.
21 years of age is through the roof. That's what you bet on. All that talent comes together for Drake May. He can become a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Drake May, perhaps JJ McCarthy, another central top quarterback.
Here we
Oh,
go.
man.
Come on.
And let's hit him with that sound effect now.
There we go.
With the third pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Drake May.
Drake.
Drake Maine.
Hey, I knew it. They knew they had to get a quarterback because there's no option for them. Yeah, they don't. Without a quarterback, it doesn't matter if they have a good receiver. It's
Right. So Drake Maine, North Carolina. I did hear that he was going to go in the top 10 for sure.
Mhm.
Not too familiar with his skill set. But hey, if he's getting picked number 3 overall out of North Carolina, which is really not known to be like a powerhouse for college football,
Mhm.
that's impressive.
I mean, he's a young buck, but we'll see like what he can do because you know what. Well, we'll see. Also, like it's hard for me to say like yeah he's a perfect fit because I have no idea what he's capable of, and comparing the college level to like the pros, that's
Yeah.
a whole different story.
But based on the highlights, his accuracy looks pretty legit, and it looks like he has a
He
decent
has
arm too,
he has a decent arm.
and he has some wheels, some decent wheels.
Yeah,
So
he's not as quick as Caleb, but I don't think he needs to be. If you give him a good enough protection, he can he has the arm for it, and he looks like he has quarterback smart. So
right. All right, so
like all right, looks like the Cardinals are up next.
Cardinals are up. Let's go,
This
Cardinals.
one for sure. I have a feeling now they're going to come into a wide receiver.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so because if they're still sticking with their quarterback right now, that's the one thing they need. They don't have a steady receiver.
Right. Yeah, so this is I mean now it's flowing a little bit. Like
Well, it's
the
getting a
pick.
little faster. Which is good.
Hell yeah. I mean, man, dude, like getting to the next pick with the Niners and the Chargers. Remember, we talked about that yesterday on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's that potential. IU to the Chargers for the number 5. I mean, hey,
We're getting pretty close, so we'll find out for sure soon if there's anything that's going on. But right now, we'll have to wait and see.
and I wouldn't be surprised if John Lynch actually stayed up all night watching our stream, taking notes off our mock draft, realizing they
We
got
really need
something.
to hire these two guys. That's what.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Hey, except again, sorry, Jerry, nothing personal, man.
Nothing personal, bro.
Nothing personal. Sorry, man. We just want to win. Sorry, bro.
Because that would be sweet, dude. If
Mhm.
the Niners move up to number 5, man, that could be a game changer for our franchise.
Yeah. But I'm also like currently with the Cardinals. I wouldn't be surprised if they do they move down.
Oh yeah,
Unless,
that's what I'm saying.
like I wouldn't be too surprised, but like I said, I have a feeling they're gonna pick up Marvin Harrison Jr. for sure.
I mean, but see the question with the Cardinals though, are they going to stick with Kyler Murray as their QB? You know what I mean?
Well, considering that they weren't able to get the number one or any top quarterback so far, like Caleb, I can't see them really I can't really see them like giving up
Right.
Kyler Murray because right now they don't really have a choice.
Right. The pick is in though.
There we go.
The pick is in. I'm guessing, dude, it will be Marvin Harrison Jr. who they're showing in the green room right now.
Yeah.
That will be
I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if it wasn't. I'd be shocked. You know what? They could be the punter team. They could be the first ones to pick a punter right now.
Right. All right. So let's see. Right now, they trade. They trade down. That means Kyler Murray's done because they're going to trade down. They're going to get something in return, possibly like a pick and a quarterback. But chances are Marvin Harrison makes the most sense. So.
Yeah. To me, right now, because I mean, unless there's something that they really like, give them something like I can't refuse. There's the chime.
Hi. Marvin Harrison.
I knew it.
Makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State. This dude's a beast, man. He's a beast. And you know what's dope? Like his dad.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison out of the Colts. Peyton Manning days.
Yeah, I like Marvin. His dad was a great receiver.
Yeah.
And if he's anything like his dad, that's why I could see like them sticking with, Kyler Murray. Because if they can have a connection,
So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna turn that off and go to the next one. Who's the Chargers?
This is the one that we were talking about, like would be a string if they made a trade with the Niners to move up.
Right.
But just wait. We'll just have to wait and see.
Right.
They're on the clock, so
this will be interesting, man. I mean, well,
let's see.
So right now, Chargers, they already got Justin Herbert. They do need a receiver. So the next receiver that I think may go will be Malik Neighbors out of LSU.
Mm-hmm. That might be possible, but that's again like unless the Niners make a surprise move,
right?
Which I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be completely sad about. Because that, it gives us an opportunity to pick up someone that we really need.
Right. So right now, I mean,
yeah, like considering how this guy can run and catch, he's a pretty tall guy, and he would really help out Kyler Murray in a big way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, definitely. And that's one thing that the Niners got to consider now. We have to bulk up our secondary since they're going to be, divisional rivals. So NFC
Or
West.
it would be a crazy thing. I don't know if you heard about this rumor, right? That Tyreek Hill was upset because his coach called him out.
Right.
Did you hear about that?
No. What's up, OJ? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, they were saying that he called him out. So imagine if he could, we could do a trade for that.
Right.
Would you?
I don't know.
Would you pick up Tyreek Hill? Would you let go of Tyreek Hill? I mean, would you pick up Tyreek Hill over BA?
Maybe.
Yes. I have to admit, Tyreek's got skills. And imagine what Brock can do with him. Ooh.
Right. I mean, OJ's right. He'll definitely help Kyler Murray. So, but yeah, Kyler Murray does get injured a lot, so that's important. That is definitely important. So, appreciate you guys watching the stream, commenting, interaction. This is dope. This is what we're looking for. So, let's enjoy this. Now we're currently on the fifth pick. The Chargers are on the clock. 4 minutes left. It could go anywhere. Right now, I mean, again, as a Niner fan, number 5 was rumored to be something that the Niners could potentially obtain. So this will be really cool if we could, move up and see what we can do. But in the expense, in return, we have to give up Ayuk or Debo. So,
But if anything, I'd rather give up Ayuk than Debo because Debo's a little bit more versatile.
right.
And considering how Kyle usually makes his plays, most of his plays revolve around Debo. Not that Ayuk is not great, but again, between the two, because he's more versatile. That's his play. But
right.
Either or, those, like I said, would be not completely heartbreaking.
Right.
Because more than anything, we can't lose Brock.
Right. I'm gonna leave it like this,
the
format. So when comments come in, it doesn't block my face, and I look like a ninja. So keep on sending in the comments, y'all. Again, we're having a good time. Currently on a commercial break for the NFL draft. We already got picks 1 through 4. As a recap, the Chicago Bears definitely went with quarterback Caleb Williams. Number 2 was the Washington Commanders, and they went with Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. Number 3, the Patriots. Who did the Patriots get again?
They got a quarterback too.
Oh, Drake May.
Yeah.
Right. And then number 4, that just happened was Marvin Harrison Jr. So
all of them so far were pretty predictable.
Right.
But
yeah, let's hope that the Chargers don't flop. Ryan Leaf.
That's a name we haven't heard in a long time.
Man, I'm gonna go to Goodwill and see if they got a Ryan Leaf jersey. Let's go. I can wear it when I clean the front yard. Man, oh man.
Yeah, they have a decent quarterback. He does need receivers, so that's. I wouldn't be surprised if they picked up a receiver too, but considering the time frame they have,
right,
with Justin Herbert, I think they want an established receiver. I don't think they have time to wait and develop a receiver right now. It's considering Harbaugh,
right?
But never know. We'll see.
Yep. So OJ says that we could find Jamarcus Russell's jersey right next to Ryan Leaf at Goodwill. So if you're at your local Goodwill, make sure you give them a little ring ding and see if they still got it in stock.
Yeah, the funny part, I might actually pick it up because I know a certain Raider fan that's gonna, let's just say, appreciate that.
Right.
Giving them a Jamarcus Russell jersey.
We got my boy James that chimed in. CMC is also versatile, and Debo could be replaced with a pure receiver. So I definitely agree. I mean, CMC is definitely versatile, hard to defend. It's hard to scheme up against him if you're a defense. But Debo, I mean, I have to agree, though. I mean, Debo isn't the most, how would I say, healthy, I guess. He does have his moments, but he is legit, though. I mean, I have to give it up, so.
I mean, Debo's legit, and again, just injuries has been a big theme with the Niners, which kind of upsets me because I think it could be avoided if Kyle rotates his players a little bit more.
Right.
I just feel like he doesn't use all his weapons. Like I feel like he doesn't know how to use the talent he has, or he has a trust issue. I
Right.
don't know what it is. It's one of those things. But if because imagine we got like we have a great running back core. We have a decent receiver. We have one of the best tight ends,
Yeah.
and even probably the last pure fullback in the NFL. Period.
All right, here we
And
go.
they
Picks
hardly
in.
get used.
The pick's in.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select
A punter.
Oh, that is huge. Out of Notre Dame. Good job. Offensive tackle, man. I like
Ooh.
that move. I mean, that's a legit pick right there.
He doesn't look too happy though.
Yeah, he don't look happy,
You don't
but
look too happy though. It's like, oh man.
you know why? Because he realized that his head coach now is John Harbaugh, and he's gonna put his ass to work. You are about to get to work, man. No days off.
Yeah. But I mean that's how all players should be like anyways. But he just doesn't seem too happy about that.
I
So we'll see
mean,
what happens. I
that's
mean,
that's that's a great pick though, because they're building around Justin Herbert, so they're definitely gonna, you
I mean,
know,
it's not a terrible pick. I'm not downplaying that, but I'm just looking at his reactions. He's like,
right,
oh man, he didn't want to be there. But I'm
right,
surprised that they didn't get a receiver though. I mean, even though he is a good good way to protect him, but their O line was not really the worst, you know, as far as
yeah,
the Chargers wise to me anyways. They weren't really that bad. I think they need more weapons than anything.
right.
We'll see.
OJ said fullback is a dying breed. I agree.
Yeah.
I think James was surprised off that pick for the Chargers. You know, OJ saying top 5 for an OT. I mean, hey, you have to draft a tackle to protect your quarterback. I'm not mad at the pick.
Hmm.
I'm not mad at it because you got to protect Herbert. If you don't, then your season's over. So this is a good shield right here for Herbert.
Yeah.
Uh, James is saying, deep receiver class for sure. Like,
But so far, it's like I said, it was kind of funny that it said this is known to be a deep receiver class, but so far only one's been picked,
right,
right? So, and that's why I was surprised the Chargers picked up this guy because to me they needed a receiver more than anything. But since the
all right.
Giants are up next,
Giants are up. So this is interesting because the Giants have is it Daniels, the quarterback?
yeah, I think
Bring up his name. Who's the quarterback? Daniels, McDaniels?
Josh McDaniels. I think no.
No. Let's brief factual here for our viewers. So let's go stats.
Daniel Jones is
Daniel Jones. Yes. Okay.
But
So
the
Daniel
problem with
Jones.
Daniel Jones, to me, right, he's not a consistent quarterback. He turns the ball way too much.
Right.
And not only that, but, to me, honestly, they overpaid for him. And they wasted
Right.
a lot of money for him.
Thank you, OJ. Right.
Yeah.
So right
And
now the pick is in.
I have a feeling they're going to probably pick up a receiver.
You think
They
so?
have, I think so, because they need a receiver or a running back, because the running back, what's his name?
They could go Penix out of
Yeah.
Washington, or Bo Nix out of Oregon, a quarterback. They could go JJ McCarthy, Michigan. Those are the top 3 quarterbacks left right now. Giants need a quarterback, man. Like Daniel Jones, I
Actually,
don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
well, the thing is, they're stuck with Daniel Jones because they gave him a fat contract. But remember, their rookie quarterback when he got hurt, DeVito, was not bad.
No, he wasn't.
And so that's why I don't think they're going to go for a quarterback. They can't afford it. That's why I would see them more as a receiver or running back, because Saquon Barkley
He's gone.
he's
He's an
he's
Eagle.
gone.
He's on
Oh,
the
he's an Eagle.
Eagles. He's an
Oh,
Eagle, man. I know,
okay.
dude.
Well,
That's
so
what I'm
that's why I said
saying.
they needed running back or a receiver. But
I mean, I see them going Malik Neighbors. at this point,
Mm-hmm.
out of LSU running back, I don't really see like a running back that's really like you're gonna
Legit
get him in the
wise, but
first. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
that's why, or like I said, the Niners could have traded like Elijah Mitchell to the
Right.
Giants for this, but we'll see. But they're on the clock.
I mean, the Giants though wouldn't surprise me, guys, if the Giants pick a punter. Let's go. Come on, Giants, get that punter. Malik Neighbors, there you go.
Yeah, it was
So,
predictable
yeah, that was predictable.
because they needed
So
something. Because
Malik Neighbors, LSU.
yeah, so far the only team that shocked me was the one that put what's this called? The pick was it? Who's the other team that just drafted before this?
It was this is number 6. Number 5 was the
Uh-huh.
Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers. Yeah, that's right. That was the biggest surprise for me because if anything, I would have picked up a wide receiver because Herbert needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, I don't have the stats in front of me, but they went tackle for a reason, though, bro. Because
I mean, yeah, no, I can I don't blame them. I mean, like I said, the pick is not an issue with me. Like I thought it was not bad.
Right.
I wouldn't mind it, but for me, as if I was a Chargers fan,
right,
if I had my personal preference, I would rather have a weapon
right,
because I can't think of anybody in the receiver, who's their top guy in the Chargers receiver wise, right? No one really
Point.
stands out to me. So
James
that's
was
why I
right.
thought they need him.
They want receiver.
Yeah.
OJ says that the Giants need a whole team. I mean, I agree.
Oh, they need a lot of work.
Bobby Boucher, the water boy. Hey, that's a good pick. There you go.
He's next on the list.
Mama say you're the devil.
Here we go. The Titans are up.
Titans are up. So Titans, who do they have as a QB? They got Tannehill still. They got Malik Willis.
Let me see what we got here.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mason Root. No, that's not it. That's not the QB.
It has to be Tannehill.
Yeah, I think it's Ryan Tannehill still. But considering that he's not, not in always good shape,
right?
I would see them picking up a quarterback. And I heard like Derrick Henry could be on his way out.
Derrick Henry already left. He's on the Ravens, bro.
Damn.
Come on, Hunter. Come on, bro.
Man, you're making me look bad.
Man,
I gotta blame somebody. So
yeah.
So definitely they need a running back. Also, actually, they might, receiver maybe, but
right.
More than anything, probably a QB.
See, now James is right in terms of the Chargers selecting a tackle. He's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't throw to receiver if you're running for your life. You're right. That's true. Oh, that's right. True. Yeah, they got Will Levis. Will Levis. Yep. Thank you guys. Pollard on what team? Pollard is the Titans, right? And then
he moved there. That's right.
Henry went to the Ravens. Right. Okay. Makes sense. All right. So right now, let me see. I got NFL.com up just in case I need to look at like the rosters. So let's see here.
Let's see. So far, I'm kind of surprised that no one's made either
a trade
proposal. It's been pretty quiet. I'm just shocked.
Me too, man. It's kind of whack.
Mm-hmm.
I want some popcorn. Want a little bit of drama. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah. So far, everyone's been taking the safe route.
Yeah. So let's see here. We're going to commercial. Come on, guys.
Come on.
We don't need that. We don't need that. So while we wait, it's still a possibility that the Niners can draft or trade up. We do got two trade chips in terms of Ayuk and Debo. Again, based off the rumors today that teams have been calling for either receiver. I'm okay with trading either, to be honest, because look, I'll put this out there. If the Niners and John Lynch were to trade Debo, then and the contract's off the books, we don't have to worry about 28 million. We could give Ayuk like 20, 21 tops. You know, he's currently getting 14 mil per year on his last year, his fifth year on his option. So we save money. You know, we can unload Debo, and then we get a draft pick back. I won't be upset at that. So
Yeah, but now it's just a matter of who can we trade with, or who's willing to trade with us.
right.
And because considering like probably the only other team right now like I would maybe consider trading again because they're on the clock pretty soon is the Bears.
Right.
I don't know because they're in more desperate need than other things, but who knows? Because they need a receiver too. And the other great thing is they're in a different division from us, so we would maybe see them maybe once in a while.
Right.
So who else is like? Well, like I said, maybe the Jets, but because they need a receiver as well, but they need to give us something good.
Yeah.
So I'm not willing to take chump change for Debo or for Ayuk.
But see, right now, currently the Jets are number 10. So I mean, yeah, I'll be open to that, but will they be willing to move their number 10? It will make sense, especially with Aaron Rodgers. They already got rid of Zach Wilson, so they could really go after a solid receiver and either Ayuk or Debo. We move up to number 10. We could draft a lineman. But any trade that the Niners do, I would not be cool with them trading 31. They should keep 31 and also obtain an additional first round. If they could do that, hey, we're cooking.
Yeah.
So,
but if not, if they get something like really dumb, I'd be super disappointed.
Right. So, right now, I wonder if I could. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna try something. Oh no, I can only do one. All right, so we're back from commercial break. Let's see who the Titans select. I have to roll the banner because the pick has to be in. So I'm still hoping for a team to go either kicker or punter or long snapper. There you go. There you go. Let's go. Houston Oilers, right. Old school Oilers with Warren Moon. Devontae Smith getting a big contract. A.J. Brown getting a big extension. St. Brown getting a big contract. That means Brandon 28. 28. I'm not okay with that.
Nope. J.C. Latham.
Oh, that's gonna be the lineman.
Ooh.
Nice. Good job. So that's a good pick.
That's not a bad pick. But again, I don't know if that's something that's they could have. It's someone that I think he could have passed on.
Well, I mean, you got to consider it though. Like right now, is drafting an offensive tackle. Remember, he's a right tackle out of Alabama. Like, is he the right fit at this moment? They have too many holes. Unless they're going to elevate Malik Willis, as starting quarterback, because right now they don't really have a solid quarterback. Tannehill is like toward the end of his career.
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, where because they have a lot of different holes to fill,
right,
and you know, I would rather, me personally, I would probably would have rather gotten like another quarterback
right,
or at least a receiver, maybe a running back. I mean, even though they did not make it's not necessarily a bad pick,
hmm
you know, but considering like they have a lot of they're basically in a complete rebuild.
right, right. Man, we're an hour deep into this draft and we're barely at number 8. Come on, Goodell. Come on, man.
Get
Some of
on it,
us got to
man.
eat some dinner.
I know, man. What's up with that?
All right, the pick is in. Pick is in for the Falcons, number 8. Who are they going to go? They got Kirk Cousins as their quarterback right now. They got
I still
fellas.
think
Help me in
Kirk
the
Cousins.
chat. Who's the
Kirk Cousins is overrated, man. That's just my opinion. I always thought he was
really?
overrated. Yeah, he's never made it to the big. He's never made it to the big game. When was the last time he made it to a conference final?
But they got a solid team. Looking at this, they got Kirk Cousins. They got Bijan Robinson as running back. Drake London as receiver. Kyle Pitts, tight end. I mean, that's pretty good offense right there, man.
It's somewhat decent, but like I wonder what they would need though. You think they're
Right.
gonna go beef up their D?
Right. Right.
Or are they gonna trade?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna trade. I think they're gonna go for it. Because right now, I mean, again, they could draft a lineman. There's plenty of linemen out there. They could go receiver, but again, their depth chart says that they got Drake London as receiver 1, Darnell Mooney number 2, and then Rondell Moore number 3. So as of right now, I don't see them going receiver. So
Because I'm looking at the rest of the draft right now, and honestly, the only other teams I can see that we could try and trade up and that needs a receiver is the Jets. We talked about it,
right,
and the other team is the Broncos.
right.
They need a quarterback. Not quarterback, wide receiver badly.
They need a quarterback though too, man.
Yeah.
So
they need one too, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with OJ though. Definitely trade the pick away if I was the Falcons. But James also stated, it'll be a smart move to protect Cousins and draft an offensive lineman. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't protect stupid. So.
No,
like
but
I said, I'm not
been all right though, man.
No, I mean, I'm not. I mean, the Falcons are not bad. I'm just saying in general because I'm not a big fan of Kirk Cousins. I think he's overrated. Let's put it this way: I think Jimmy G is better than him.
Wait! Heck no, bro. That's blasphemy. Get out of here, dude.
How many times has like I said, Kirk Cousins made the playoffs? How many?
Well, shoot, I don't know. You're the stat guy.
And
come on, Hunter.
Like he's never. He's made it over close to once, but they got eliminated by us, by Jimmy G. Right? Jimmy G's made it to the Super Bowl. He's almost made it to another conference final. Right? Kirk Cousins has never made any good deep playoff run. And the last time you made a deep playoff run, like I said, we eliminated them. Jimmy G eliminated them.
Right.
So you're going to tell me Kirk Cousins is still better? No. I mean, think about it. We're talking about Jimmy G.
All right, here we go.
Jimmy G is not bad, but I still take him over Cousins.
All right, let's see what the Falcons pick at number 8. They do have a lot of directions they could go in. I definitely see them either going defense or offensive line. There's no need for a running back, receiver, or even quarterback at this point for the money they invested in Cousins. So let's see what
maybe protection, a line, and maybe a receiver just to give him an extra weapon.
Right. All right. The pick is in. was a lineman hater. Thank you. Someone had to say it. Someone had to say
Okay.
it.
Teach them.
Oh,
Oh, they got a quarterback.
What? Now that's a shock right there.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
So that means they're not completely sold on Kirk Cousins.
No, they're not.
See, I'm not the only one that
Quarterback out
thinks
of
that.
Washington. All right.
But I was
Michael
surprised.
Penix Jr. Right on, bro. I think he's gonna do good, man. Like he's a little bit older. I think he's like 25. He's one of the oldest players in the draft, but he has some good accolades, and he's not terrible. So,
I mean, that's
having
not
go ahead.
for me. Like that's not a spot unless they completely don't have faith in Kirk Cousins. That's why they picked him up. But for me, they would have been done better with the O line.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So let's move on to the next pick. The Bears. Now the Bears could trade.
The Bears
I mean,
could
yes, they got Caleb Williams. Yes, they
they got
did.
their quarterback already, so now they just need a receiver.
Yes, or go offensive line. Protect the quarterback.
True.
'Cause,
It could go any way, but you know what? At this point, there's no real surprise. I mean, there's only two teams that kind of surprised me, like as far as picks wise, and I'm really disappointed no one made any moves as far as trades or it's been kind of
So so hold on.
my
Here I'm looking at the depth chart of the Bears. So they just drafted Caleb Williams for the quarterback first overall. Great. They got DeAndre Swift, former Eagle, as running back. That's pretty good. They also got receiver number 1, DJ Moore, solid. They got Keenan Allen from the Chargers. That's pretty
right.
damn solid. And their receiver 3 is Tyler Scott. So hey, right now I wouldn't. They should just do it with the lineman, man. They should just get a lineman.
quarterback on board.
Minnesota's hating life with all the quarterbacks coming off the board. Right. Right. I mean, they should have traded. They should have traded.
That's what you get for
somebody.
sleeping on the job, man. I mean, hey,
Right.
you want something, you got to go for it.
You got to go for
Or
it.
it's either that, or they're banking on that this was a heavy wide receiver,
So
we'll
right now, there's 2 quarterbacks that are still on the board that were projected or are projected to go in the top 30, which is going to be either JJ McCarthy out of Michigan or Bo Nix out of Oregon. So yeah, James, you're right, man. Like the Bears, with the receiving core of DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, those are 2,000-yard receivers. That's on point, man. So that makes sense. So right now, they're saying that the pick is in for the Bears. Go for it, Hunter. What's up?
Now I was just gonna say, yeah, it would be smart to invest in their quarterback, so they got to protect him. So I would go like O line.
O line, you have to, man.
He's not a hater.
He made up for it. Oh man. So right now, I mean, his injury, Michael Penix Jr., quarterback, he does have a lot of injury history.
And it's mostly on his arms, on his throwing arm.
Right. That's probably why people were kind of reluctant to pick him. But he did go number 8, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, 2 torn ACLs on your throwing arm. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's he's like one shy away from a Tommy John's, but hopefully not. But you never know.
Right.
You never know.
Right. So James thinks Minnesota will be taking J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan at 11. That could be fair. Chicago has to go O-line. I agree, man.
Yep.
Here we go.
It's the only smart choice.
Here we go.
There we go. Right on cue.
Okay, Rome. He's a receiver.
Wide receiver.
High receiver out of Washington.
That one is a little bit more surprising because, like you said, they already got three good receivers. I would have protected their quarterback, considering that what he
Yeah,
invested on him. I would have protected him. Like
definitely a crazy pick, James. I don't agree with this. This is a really questionable call because
yeah,
again, you want to protect your number one overall. I don't know how well the offensive line is for the Bears, but it can't be that great if Justin Fields was running for his life, sometimes. So this is a questionable call, man. I don't know. Like, do you really need three top receivers? Probably not, unless you're going old school Oilers. You know,
either that or like they have something in mind. They have like a different trade talks with another team, but even
oh, that's
so, that to me was just not worth the risk or
right,
the pick.
right. I mean, that's a good point. They could definitely uh, you know, draft ahead. They got a little phone call and said, "Hey, pick this dude. We'll trade." I mean, that makes
Mhm.
sense. That could happen. That could definitely happen. So right now, the Jets are on the clock. So let's see what they're gonna go after.
Me
Gonna take a
personally, I think they're gonna go QB.
well. I'm looking at the depth chart right now. The Jets QB1, of course, Aaron Rodgers. Number two is Tyrod Taylor. So they could definitely pick a quarterback.
Mhm.
That would make sense.
Either a
Wait, did
quarterback or a running back, because like I said, like considering the injury that Aaron Rodgers have, who knows when he'll come back
wait,
or he'll be able to play, 100%. But even
did
if
they did they
Mhm.
trade? I thought the Vikings had the number 10.
They
I
might have
mean
traded
11.
him.
But why are they saying number 10 here?
Hmm.
That must have been a trade.
I
So
think there was a trade because because
right.
after the Bears, it should be the Jets.
It should be the Jets.
Yeah.
But on the ticker, it does say that Minnesota is at number 10 with 4 minutes left. I mean, as of right now, I'm not going to change the graphic. It is what it is. So let's just
Mhm.
pretend, use our imagination, and pretend that
Well,
it does say 10th pick.
mhm. And let's just say if it is, again, the Vikings, I think, need a quarterback.
Right. Let's see. Right now, dang, you know what? It is going to bug me, bro. So I'm going to fix it. So,
There's the OCD kicking in.
yes, yes. I gotta fix that. So that's gonna bug me. Uh, we'll go Jets 11. Oops. Let's get that right. All right, now we're back in business. So right now they're saying that the pick is in for the Vikings at number 10.
So
Number
it is.
10.
So that they did trade down.
So dang it, I looked at the Jets prematurely. Come on. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Vikings. Let's see who they got for depth chart. So right now, so the Vikings for their quarterback, QB1 is Sam Darnold. All right. QB2 is Nick Mullins. So they
They
got
need
the
a
Niner
quarterback.
scraps. They got the Niner
The
scraps.
leftovers. They have our leftovers,
Right.
and honestly, I don't think I don't think yeah. But Nick Mullins is just very to me he's a third stringer. I I didn't really have faith in him. I liked CJ better than Nick Mullins, to be honest, when
Right.
they were both with us.
Now,
And I think they need a quarterback,
oh
but they
yeah, for
also need a
sure.
lot of help. They need a lot of
Well, I
help.
mean, right now it looks like the running back is Aaron Jones from the Packers, so that's pretty decent. That's a decent pickup right there.
Yeah,
You can't
but
go wrong with Justin Jefferson as wideout
mhm.
one, Jordan Addison wideout two, so and then T.J. Hawkinson, tight end. So their offense is decent, but I do agree they should go quarterback.
Yeah, because I don't believe that like it's like those guys are like are what you may call it like QB1 material.
Right.
They're backups.
Right. So
But
right now,
I would still make Sam Darnold my number one over Nick Mullins for sure.
yeah. I can show a summary, I believe, if they allow me to do it, without getting copyrighted. I could definitely try. So let me, and I have to remove the graphic off the screen so we can see. They traded to move up one spot. That is not smart. I agree. So right now, let me see if I could do a recap of, the draft so far. So let me get this going here. So right now, here's the recap. We got Caleb Williams, number 1. Maybe I should just leave this up.
Leave it like that, yeah.
Yeah, this will be easier. So we got Caleb Williams, Jalen Daniels. So right now we're currently on number 10 with the Vikings. So let's see what they do. I could try to see. Nope, that's not going to really help if I try to make it more visible. There we go. Let's see. There we go. A little bit better. So
here we go.
So with the Vikings, they definitely have to do something. It looks like they're all standing. So either they're waiting in line at Costco for a hot dog, or they know that the pick is in. Let's find out.
I think they already know what they got. They're going to pick is in.
You're welcome, sir. All right. All right, Vikings. Are you going punter?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I'm going placement holder. They're going to go for a placement holder for sure.
Hey, you can never have too many of those.
Yeah.
You
need someone with good hands to make sure.
They're going to draft 2, so when they hike it, they're going to have 2 guys that hold it.
Well, they moved up for a reason, so they got to get something.
Oh, man.
Come on, let's go with the pick.
The original AR for the Jets will be playing 10 more years. Who's the original AR? Come on, James. You can't say that. Who's the original JR? AR.
Who's this? Their family?
I don't know. So
we are honored to have with us the surviving mother, brothers, and nephew of fallen hero, United States Army Sergeant Zachary Ewing.
Oh wow, that's tough. Give props to that.
Yeah.
Give props to that.
Zachary died after battling cancer.
Come on, don't. Now it's my turn to do the thing. He's been trying to show me up.
Thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving
For the Jets, though.
military loved ones. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of its uncle.
All right, let's see who they go with.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy.
Oh! Wow, yeah. Okay.
I knew it.
Let's see.
He doesn't look too happy either.
I mean,
for me, I thought that guy looked like Dana Carvey. You know, the church guy, right?
Right. Well, I mean,
Well, you got to start somewhere.
JJ McCarthy isn't a bad pick, though. It
It's not a
really
bad
isn't.
pick. It's not really surprising, but because they need the help, you know,
Yeah.
and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So I guess at this point, I don't really have to mess with the banners. I don't really got to do much since ESPN is just going to like show it here, so that's fine. I don't really need to do much. This is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could just leave it like that.
Well, I would just keep yours just in case.
Yeah, I mean,
It couldn't hurt. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna play some music in the background. Why not?
Well, because we got a long ways to wait, and it doesn't look like no one's making any moves.
No one's making moves. We're 1 hour 25 minutes into this draft, and we are at pick number 11. This is crazy.
This is probably the most like plain and boring kind of draft I've seen so far.
It is kind of boring, man. I have to admit, because
I'm a little disappointed.
there's no trades.
There's
I mean,
no
yes,
trades, there's no meat. But
there was a trade.
because I feel like considering all the hype we've heard, like this, like with Brandon Ayuk and all that,
Right.
and it seemed like everyone was just playing it safe. Yeah. But who knows? They might make something after the draft, but
Right.
even so.
Jets do have a solid defense for sure. So, I mean,
Right.
again, we thought that other teams like the Falcons and the Bears were going to go offensive line, and they clearly didn't. But let's see if the Jets actually listen and do what's right. So,
But I have a feeling, like I said, if the Jets will probably pick a QB also,
right.
because unfortunately, like we just don't know with Aaron Rodgers right now.
Right. So,
Yeah, but
time will
like I said,
tell.
I'm still very disappointed. No one's really done anything big, major. Like a big splash, big trade, nothing. Everyone's just playing it safe.
So let me see here. Right now, I definitely want to see the Niners do something, though, man. Like, we can't just run it back with the same roster we had. We got to shake things up, and again, it will upset some Niner faithful. And disclaimer, my bad, but we have to look at the longevity of our team, which is going to be protecting Brock and making sure that the cap doesn't really harm us. So by leaving or letting go one of the receivers, or if not both, and drafting young receivers, then we got to do that.
Yeah. I mean, we have to look at the overall picture. Considering we've been close to the finish line too many times, it'd be different if we already won the Super Bowl,
Right.
But look at overall longevity, because otherwise we're looking at a rebuild.
Penn State, offensive tackle. So it says it on ESPN is updating it fairly quick, so I appreciate it. So
Yeah, they would
Fashanu,
which is not
That's
surprising.
smart.
That's smart because they need to protect the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, considering how he was. So we'll see. He seems pretty happy, unlike the other guys. Remember the other two? Like, oh well.
and
I'm in it for the money.
right now, James is right. If the Jets selected a quarterback, then Aaron Rodgers would be very upset, just like he was when the Packers drafted Jordan Love. So they are trying to avoid that debacle.
That's true. Well, Aaron Rodgers is a big baby, but hey. But considering
we'll
he's
see.
only won one Super Bowl, I'm not saying he's not talented, but he's being a little bit too much of a crybaby.
Right.
Pretty Madonna for a guy that only won one Super Bowl.
I mean, hey, I gotta admit, he's a great quarterback. You know,
I mean, his talent's not,
he's talented.
Talent is not, his talents is not in question. It's just his attitude. You think that the guy won multiple Super Bowls, like you think he was a Tom Brady where he won multiple rings and he can act like you guys got to cater to me, make me happy,
right?
Like, no, you haven't won. You only won one, and it hasn't been a long time since you've been. You made it, and guess who's the team that knocked him out every single time?
Right. The Niners.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, right now the it looks like it appears that the Broncos have the next pick. Let's see. And James is right. I mean, hey, Aaron Rodgers, AR-12 has 3 MVPs, so we got to give him props for that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, his skill set is not in question. I don't question his talent. I don't question his accomplishment. I just don't like his attitude.
Yeah, I mean, no one, So James made an interesting comment right now. He said one player can't do everything. Now, I have to disagree with that, James. There is one player that can do everything. Mm-hmm. And that player is Al Bundy at Polk High. 4 touchdowns in one game.
Bundy,
Let's go, Al Bundy.
Why isn't he on the board?
That guy did everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So right now,
the next guy that did everything was, if you think about it, Barry Sanders was the only one that carried the Lions.
Hey, that's a good point.
That's the last real NFL player that's a legend that carried his whole team.
Right. I mean, that's true. And it must be frustrating. Those type of players won't survive in this landscape nowadays for any sport. Mm-hmm. The OGs took it on a chin. You're on a crappy team, you just deal with it. You hope that management either trades you or builds around you. Nowadays they hold out. They're like, no, I'm forced to trade. So it's a whole different sporting landscape.
They'll pout, they'll just cry, throw a tantrum. Well, they're out.
Man, look, I mean, yes, we're looking at football, and I guess this comment could kind of relate to football as well. But man, I miss the intensity of 90s NBA. That was rough, man. You don't go in the paint without getting a couple bruises. You know what I mean? Football was the same way in the 90s. It was just so much more crazier, but it was enjoyable. So
yeah, I agree.
So James is saying, how many playoffs did Barry Sanders make it to? I think he made it to 2 or 3. No.
2. But at the same time, remember, James, he's the only offense. He was the guy, right? They had no quarterback. They had no real receivers.
They had Rodney Peete.
Rodney Peete, you can call him.
Yeah, he was decent, bro. He was decent. He wasn't the greatest. Dude. Hey, you were making comments. You were making comments about
Rodney Peete to me
Jim McMahon earlier.
No, Nick Mullins. Rodney Peete is Nick Mullins, right? And again, wide receiver, they barely have it. And you compare the offensive line that the Lions had back then, they were probably the smallest in the league.
True.
Right?
True.
Barry did it all on his own. They just said, here, Barry, can you hand it, can you run it in? Okay. That's all he did.
Yeah, no, right? he was amazing, dude.
He's one of those rare talented running backs. Because imagine if he didn't retire, no one would have probably broken the record.
Oh yeah, right? Even,
sure. What's his name? Emmitt Smith said, if Barry didn't retire, there's no way I could have broken the record.
Right.
Because he had, I think Emmitt broke the record, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 years after Barry retired.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that.
Yeah,
so that's why I say he's the whole show.
Hey, as a Niner fan, dude, we had Roger Craig though. That dude was amazing.
don't get
You
me
know?
wrong. Like, yeah, Rodney Craig was amazing, right? We had a lot of great talent, but at the same time, we had Joe Montana, we had Dwight Clark, Brett Jones, all those guys, right? We had a stacked talent, right? So because when you think of Detroit back then, who do you think of? Barry. Anybody else?
Very.
Yeah, you would. Rodney Pete, he'd be there just because you got to pick somebody else.
Right. All
Just to
right.
make it interesting. But, so
Let's see what the Broncos do. This took a little while, so
yeah,
appreciate everyone hanging in there with us.
I'm
Make it.
assuming this is going to be another quarterback.
I mean, we'll see. Like Broncos really are going to be hurting for the next couple of years off the Russell Wilson contract. So I don't expect them making any major moves or pushes to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe they're gonna trade themselves to the UFL.
Hey, maybe the Rock's taking application. So
Bo Nix.
yeah.
Bo Nix. Bo Nix. All right.
I knew
Bo
it.
Nix.
I told you, quarterback.
All right. Bo Nix. Okay. I mean, that's a
Again,
decent
look at the
bet.
reaction. You're like, oh shit.
No, this haven't. Is that the live reaction when it happened?
Well,
He looks like he's stunned.
because I mean, right now, how long is that? They can't be that long of a lag where they get to yay.
No, they brought it back too long. Well, I don't know. What was that?
See? Right? It just for me, right? If I were the cameraman or the camera crew, I'd be like watching the reaction, like yeah.
Right.
They're more like, oh, damn it, Sean Payton.
He's like, I'm going to.
I have to replace Russell. Oh, come on.
I mean, that's where Zach Wilson went, though, right?
Yeah, but no one has expectation on Zach, so he's off the hook,
He's off the
right?
hook.
He's off the hook. So
Right.
either this guy's got a ball or not. So
Right. So Bo Nix to the Broncos. So hey, I mean that's something. That's something. So all right. So the next pick is number 13. It's the Raiders.
I hate to say it, but they're probably going quarterback too.
But who are they gonna get though, man? Like there's really no quarterbacks left.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who else are you going to pick? A wide receiver?
I mean, they did get Minshew.
Oh, okay, here, see, look. You see the
All
reaction?
right. See, he looks happy now. He looks happy. There you go.
Yeah,
He
they're
looks
saying,
happy.
yeah, there's a guy sitting in front of him. Clap, bitches, clap. Because look, if you were going to be drafted by a team you wanted, you'd be jumping for joy. Everyone would be,
Right.
You know how like even Brock
Right.
had a better reaction than this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was the last draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear they're just like, yay, Bronco, desert.
Let's see. I mean, right now, I just feel that, again, I need to see more trades if possible. That'll be wonderful. But I don't anticipate anything
Considering
happening.
we're like
at this
almost
point.
like halfway down, I can't see
Yeah,
anybody like really making a big splash.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. So right now, all right. So Bo Nix, okay. A bunch of quarterbacks though. Number 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, 12. That's a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah, because I mean, but look at the teams now. Like they're all, like I said, everyone's been desperate for quarterbacks. Even though this is a heavy receiver draft, none of them really. That's why I have a feeling the Raiders are going to need another.
The Raiders already picked.
Really?
Bowers? What?
What?
ESPN is on it.
Man.
Tight end out of Georgia.
Wow, that's surprising.
Wow.
That's totally a shocker for me. Even that guy's like not like the Raiders.
Yeah, but hey, dude, I wouldn't trip. You're going to Vegas, bro. That's kind of dope.
I know. Yeah, if I were him, I'd be like, yeah. Worst case scenario, you get the party in Vegas.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
6 quarterbacks drafted. Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah, see? It's like he goes, yeah, I guess tax is not bad over there.
For sure, James.
Yeah.
Definitely the best tight end in the draft. You know, is this guy? You know, Brock
It's
Bowers.
just, and that's why I'm kind of. I mean, like, it's not a bad draft, but considering what they need more, I'm
Right.
surprised the Raiders went for a tight end. I was sure they were going to get another quarterback, but if anything, I would have. Since I think the Saints are next, I could
Saints are
see them
next.
more. I could see them more getting a tight end. If anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right now, there's no trades. It could happen. So James thinks that Bowers is like Laporta from the Lions, so that's a good compliment. I mean, let's see if it translates. You know, so
Yeah, but it also depends if they can throw him the ball, because considering they don't have a quarterback.
right. All right. So
Free drinks.
okay.
So now the Saints are on the board.
Saints are on the board.
It
Let's
might
see
be the
who they
first
go
team to
with.
beef up their defense, probably. Because offense, they're okay. Because they still have Alvin Kamara, right?
Yes, they do.
Maybe a receiver. I can see them maybe picking up a receiver.
Yeah. I mean, they also need a quarterback, though.
Well, I mean, like, you know what? What's his name? I always forget his name, but I always think he's the most underrated player that they hardly use.
What position?
Quarterback.
Oh, here, let me
Hill?
find it.
No, not what's it?
Let me see. So it will be. Oops. Let me go back. Let's go to NFL. It's depth charts. So you said the Saints, right?
Yep.
So Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. I
Yeah.
think he's way better than Derek Carr. He's underused. He's like their Swiss Army knife. He could be a running back. He could be a receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have Derek Carr. But like, to me, Taysom Hill is better than Derek Carr.
Right.
But that's why for them, I would probably see the Saints picking up a defense more than anything. Maybe a receiver.
So James thinks that O'Connor for the Raiders isn't a bad QB, but to me, from what I remember, his accuracy was terrible, though. I mean, I could be wrong, but
Well, I don't think it's not necessary. His accuracy is so, but at the same time, that's why I would have seen that it would have been better if they got like maybe an O-line if you're gonna stick with Connor,
Right.
protect him a little more.
Right.
But I wouldn't, like I would probably get another quarterback for sure. But they're probably doing that in later rounds. But
Yeah.
to me, that's why I'm surprised that you got a tight end. Because if anything, they need either a quarterback or an O-line, because they need protection. Because their front line is not the best.
I mean, looking at the Saints, since they're still on the clock here, who should they take? I mean, yes, they already got the quarterbacks. They got Kamara still, so Olave
I
is
would
still
go
there.
with receiver, to be honest. Probably
Match them up.
if you're gonna stick on the offense, I would go with the receiver, but I think the defense also would be good.
Yeah, see, and I agree. Taysom Hill can't throw the ball that far. He's a good like option, runner, but he's not dependable with that arm strength. So we'll see. O'Connor's still young. Yeah, that's true. So Saints have a good defense. All right. So I
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
but to me, there are times because the thing is with Derek Carr, sometimes he's a hit and miss guy.
right.
He's like hot and cold. That's why I
Yeah.
kind of trust Taysom Hill more because he may not have the arm strength, but he can he can run and he can pass. If he needs to, not necessarily deep. You don't need to have to go deep to just get at least the first down.
Right. All right. Well, I mean, right now I have to admit these commercials are dragging for the Saints. It feels like they got 20 minutes. It's crazy.
I know.
It's like, come on,
How
guys,
much more
let's
time did
keep
you
it
give him?
going. I have no idea. They should have minimized it down to like instead of 10 to potentially like 7 minutes. 5 to 7.
No, keep it at 5 because if you don't know what you want, then you know what, get off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so right now, still waiting for the pick to be announced for the Saints. We're going to see it populate on the screen. So let's see what happens right now.
There we go.
I don't know if I'll ever want to attend the NFL draft because it could get boring.
Nah, I wouldn't do a draft, to be honest. Like, I would never attend it live.
I mean, unless it was in Vegas again, because that looked pretty fun. Because you have so many things to do in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I mean, the only thing is they'll jack up the prices for sure, though.
Yeah. Come on, Mel Kiper. Let's.
Is it me or man? These things feel like even though there's no trades, no major trades, it's lagging.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I'm out at work doing some training.
One of those training videos.
Training videos. I'm like, So true.
Yeah.
That's true. It is good that they are staying away. I mean, we still got that dude from BYU, I believe. What's his name? I got it here. Graham Barden out of Duke. He was projected to go to the Niners at 31. We still got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 linemen that are projected in the top 40 right now. So 2 of those are going to be centers. 7 of them are tackles that are left. So, hey, I'm not mad at that.
We'll see.
We'll see right
now.
Maybe
good for us after all, but
the pick is in. Okay. Oregon State, the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one lineman off the board.
Mm-hmm.
So he's off the board. Offensive tackle out of Oregon State. Ise Fuaga.
Part of the bloodline.
Yeah, my people. Should have wore my Hawaiian shirt. This is a good pickup, though. I mean,
yeah, I mean they need the help, but I just feel like they have a delayed reaction when they're showing like they're gonna are you guys getting picked? It should be the first reaction they show. Like, okay,
So right now, 6'5", 324. That's a good size right there for an offensive tackle. That's pretty dope. See, that's something that the Niners need, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, we definitely need a pass blocker, and and a guy who can open up extra holes for CMC.
right. Now, Indy is up. Could this be a trade for Brandon? Okay, James. There we go. That's the energy I'm looking for. Let's go, Niners. Let's make a trade. Let's make a trade.
Yeah, but you know what? The Colts have need a lot though. I feel like they're a team that needs a lot of help.
Right. Yeah. Right now, let's see here. I'm ready. So, with my banner, I'm ready for a trade alert. Trade alert. Let's go.
Come on.
Come on, Niners.
You didn't make that banner for nothing.
I know. I'll be very mad. I'll be calling John Lynch. Be like, come on,
saying,
bro.
hey, what happened to our plan, man? You're not following up with the plan.
Right. So right now we do have the Colts.
It doesn't look like they're going to trade because they're on the clock.
Well, there's less than 5 minutes, so it could happen though. They could be on the phone because this was one of the teams that were linked to Brandon Ayuk. So let's see if they could do something, because right now, I mean, looking at the Colts, let me look at the depth chart real quick. I like their quarterback, dude. They drafted last year, the rookie Richardson, Anthony Richardson. That dude's gonna ball out this year. He just unfortunately got injured.
But that's why they're probably gonna get an O-line to protect him.
Right. Because I mean, dude, look at their offense. Anthony Richards, Jonathan Taylor as a running back, Michael Pittman. Dude, that's solid, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they, beef up their O-line.
Right.
Yeah, I noticed that I don't, unless I missed it, or unless they're going to do a trade later, right? I don't see the Texans in here in the first round at all. Do you?
Yeah, no, the Texans, I believe, moved picks. So I think they traded up last year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I don't see them on the board.
Yeah, no. I mean, they don't really need to do anything because their team is stacked, bro.
Yeah, I mean
that's a team they got to look out for.
That's an upcoming team, considering, like, especially CJ. Wow, the guy was, that's another quarterback to see what he does.
Right.
He's going to be a dangerous quarterback.
Right. So right now,
the other team I don't see also is the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns don't have a pick either in the first round. I'm just happy that the Niners got a pick again in the first round. That's dope, man. It's been a minute.
But of course, it would be close to dead last.
Hey, that's the that's the offset of being good. So we draft at the end, so it's all good.
Which is fine, but I just thought they'd do a little bit more to shake things up.
Right.
But considering how everyone's playing it safe, I don't see them making anybody else really doing anything major.
Right. So again, the Colts, I mean, their defense is pretty solid. All right, it looks like the pick is in.
I think they're going to O-line.
All right, so it hasn't updated yet on the ESPN board, so this will be new. Who are they going after? I mean, right now, I do see like in the next few years, I do see the Colts and the Texans going at it in the playoffs. That's
That's
gonna
just
be
it
the
all depends
showdown
on
right
how
there.
how they can keep their quarterback healthy.
Right, for both of them. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the up and coming crop right there of young talent.
Mm-hmm.
These two teams, AFC needs to watch out for, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so
Those are the only two teams right now, like on the AFC side.
all right, so it looks like Chicago got a pick from them. All right, Browns pick was because of getting Watson.
Oh
Ah,
yeah,
right.
yeah, that didn't pan out pretty well, did it?
No, it didn't. All right, so I'm ready.
Here we go.
Let's see what happens. Man, they're giving them more than 10 minutes.
Defensive end.
UCLA edge rusher. All right, there you go.
See, this guy seems happier.
So he is an edge rusher.
Yeah, I can see that. Their defense need to beef up a little bit, but if anything, like I said, I would have got an offensive lineman because they need to protect the quarterback.
But this dude seems pretty solid, dude. Like I heard his name, like he was projected to go top 10. So they got us still at 15. You know, imagine him with DeForest Buckner, dude. That's pretty deadly, bro. You know, so that's gonna be interesting. So
See. Hopefully he stays healthy because I just saw he had a neck injury.
yeah.
So
All
that's
right.
a scary thing, especially for a guy in this position because all he does is go up, take people
All right.
down.
So we are gonna welcome a guest to the show. Let's bring on OJ to the show real quick. What's up? What's up, OJ?
Hey, it looks like I
What's up,
joined.
You did join.
Merrick Hunter, how you guys doing?
I'm
Good,
good,
OJ.
man. I'm good. How are you, man?
Another day.
Yeah,
Right.
we're just
right.
man, we're hoping this draft goes a little faster. This thing's been really slow.
Right.
We got work, people.
So we're on the Seahawks now, right?
Yeah, we're up in the Seahawks. I don't know. They might go QB.
I don't know. I mean, let me look at their.
But the thing is, since Pete Carroll's not around anymore, I don't know what direction they're heading into because Geno Smith is okay.
Yeah, but if you look right here, they do got QB1 Geno Smith, then Sam Howell from the Commanders traded over. You know, that's not the greatest, but it's not terrible. Kenneth Walker the third is legit. You know, DK Metcalf was legit. You know, so
Tyler Lockett is good, but
right.
that's why they might either go. They may go defense. QB or offensive line.
Offensive line or defense.
Possible defense because they lost a lot of players under D.
Right.
But it's hard to say because since Pete Carroll's not there anymore, like who knows what direction they're going to be heading to.
I mean, still though, going off the pick right now from the Colts, Latu, like, man, that defense is going to be pretty scary, dude. Like, I'm telling you, those two teams are bound to be going back and forth in the next few years. The Colts and the Texans. That's going to be legit. They're going to really give, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens, Dolphins. They're going to give those two teams are going to give them a run for their money, dude.
Yeah,
because they're young. They're young. They're youngsters. So, and we're seeing it now translate in the NBA where all those trash teams are now coming up. You know, look at
Mhm.
OKC, like, man, they're just destroying teams, and the Timberwolves, you know,
I think
so
OKC, the average player age is like 23. It's something crazy like that.
Yeah.
wow, yeah,
They're
see,
They're super young
young
team.
bucks.
right. That's crazy, man. I mean, so now we're gonna start seeing these teams move up, you know. So we'll see, you know, how they do. Um, James said that you know they lost a lot on defense. So what team are you referring to, James? The Colts or the Seahawks?
I think
Seahawks.
Seahawks. It's most
Seahawks.
likely the Seahawks because they lost a lot of key players.
Jamal Adams, safety. So he's not there anymore. So we'll see. But I mean, right now, dude, we're at pick number 16. The stream is 2 hours strong,
Let's
and
go.
we still
Congrats.
He's still not even halfway through.
I know, man.
That's what I say, man. Like we got work.
I'm just catching up with these picks here. I noticed that the Raiders took a tight end.
Right here, I'll go back up. So on my
Oh.
screen right here, here we go. So yeah, like the Raiders got a tight end. They got the best tight end in college. So that's pretty solid, dude.
I thought for sure they would go QB, but hey, it wasn't a bad choice.
Yeah, tight end's like a late first round pick or a second round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, unless this dude is legit and Brock Bowers, you know.
Well, it
supposed to
depends because
be,
if your
like,
team has like is set, then yeah, I would see them number one. But if
Right.
they're like so, then yeah, they would be more like
right,
second or third, not
Right.
someone I normally think of number one.
right. So, I mean, right now the biggest surprise so far in the draft, if I had to pick, probably the Bears at number 9, dude, getting a receiver when they should have went line.
Yeah,
You know, that's a surprise to me.
yeah.
You know,
I
yeah, I
thought for
guess.
sure, considering that they got a quarter. I mean, it's not a bad choice, but at the same time, considering that you got a good quarterback, you want to make sure you protect them.
Right.
Who's playing that Burger King commercial?
That's Lloyd right there. That's hella loud, bro. I'm not trying to get copyright.
But yeah, we'll hop off the stream, go eat. No.
I'm on DoorDash.
Man, but these commercials though, like that's what I'm saying. Like they did say that the pick is in for the Seahawks, so you know we'll see. We will see. So I guess I'll throw that banner out. The pick's in, but we're still on a commercial right now. So right now, like I am watching the NBA final or playoffs right now, and man, dude, like I'm really happy to.
The Warriors.
Oh yeah, I mean it sucks, but you know we'll definitely get into it. Like I am gonna do. We should definitely do, and we will do a NBA draft. You know, stream. Also want to cover like the NHL because Sharks should get number 1. That's gonna be dope, dude. That's a big move for the Sharks to get number 1. But you know, for NBA, dude, like it's good to see like some of the teams that are in it, like the Knicks. You know, it's good to see like I mean the Pacers are cool. Boston's been there though, like Timberwolves, OKC. You know, so I mean it's cool, but for the Warriors to do something, they gotta get rid of Wiggins.
Is it the end of the big 3? You think?
No, I don't think so, man. No, everyone thinks so, but I don't. It all depends though. If Clay actually leaves, if he leaves, then
I can see him taking a big contract somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the end of the big 3.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm on the same boat.
Because
don't say that, guys.
Players. And I mean, let's be honest, right? Steph needs a lot of help. And, we can't rely on Draymond. Even though Draymond's a big key, right. I think we made a mistake giving him that fat contract.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I think
Because if we
Jordan Poole
didn't
would
like
agree.
if we didn't give Draymond that contract, maybe would have been able to keep Clay. But after that, right now, but at the same time, I can't see anybody like who's a good free agent. There's no way we want Harden.
Nah. And I don't think Harden would even want to leave. You know,
What, the Clippers?
So, yeah.
Well, considering nobody really wants him, but the only thing Harden's good for is flop points. That's it.
Hey, they're still in the playoffs though, so
Yeah,
I
they're
can't
still in
say
the playoffs,
anything.
but it's not because of him. It's definitely not. Because of him.
It is kind of because of him, dude.
Well, not
You
me.
know?
Well, he's helping with the flop points. Okay.
This guy. We're finding out more about Hunter. He hates on Lyman and hates on James Harden.
The beard.
You don't feel the beard.
This guy.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Seattle's up to bat. Let's see who they get.
We're still waiting. Yeah, pick is still in, but still waiting.
Yeah, it says that. I don't know why they're showing like other stuff, but like military. But does this have to do with Seattle? I'm not sure. But
Unless they're talking about we're gonna bomb the draft pick, maybe.
that's whack, dude. That's a terrible joke. So right now there's no quarterbacks to really go off of for Seattle. So I mean, where are they going to go? They can't really. I mean, there's no need for them to go running back.
Well, like I said, defense is their biggest need right now because their defense has basically been stripped apart.
So this is an interesting stat, or just some knowledge here. It says the next pick for the Seahawks is round 3, pick 17. So
wow.
they don't have a second round pick.
Wow.
They must have traded it away or something.
So right now it looks like Brian
There you go.
Murphy,
Defensive tackle.
defensive line. Yep.
They need it
Dang,
because,
that's a
like I
big
said,
boy. 6'1", 297.
Yep.
yeah,
Jeez.
just like I said, their defense basically been stripped down, so they need it.
Right. Defensive interior out of Texas.
The Vikings need a QB.
Vikings. I mean, okay. Let's look at it real quick. I disagree that the Vikings need a QB only because I like their setup right now. It's actually pretty decent. Here, let me show you guys. Look at that. They got Sam Darnold.
Well, did they just draft McCarthy? Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, they drafted McCarthy.
Okay.
I was trying to go with a joke, but forget it.
Moment's gone.
Moment is gone. Hey, but
for here, they could actually either go for a receiver here.
For what though?
For the Vikings, they might go for a receiver, maybe an O-line.
You got Jay Jettis. So I think they're fine at their receiver 1.
Yeah, but you know what? You need more than one.
Yeah, you want a slot? You thinking a slot receiver or?
Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, it depends on what Because who else would you pick up right now?
There you go. Then the Vikings could trade for Debo. There you go. There's your slot.
Yeah, but
nah,
no.
I don't know if they will do that though.
No, I know. It's just.
But they were saying that they were considering, or the rumor was, they were looking at trading Justin Jefferson.
He's too young.
I know, but they could get
5th year, 6th year.
I mean, at this point, it's no reason to trade him. Only do that
here we go.
for like the top.
They went. They got a defensive tackle.
Who did?
Oh no, not yet.
You're talking about Seattle, bro.
No, yeah, that was Seattle last pick.
No,
You're fired.
Refresh the browser.
Refresh, dude. Come on, dude. You gotta.
It's taking too long.
You gotta update your AOL subscription.
You got
no more
mail.
dial-up. Somebody picked up the phone.
Dial-up still.
You got mail.
Somebody picked up the phone. Hey, I'm on the internet. Oh man. So James thinks Minnesota will go defense.
It would make sense.
Go Niners. Yes, let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. Let's go. So right now, let's see who they
There we
get.
go.
Dallas Turner out of Alabama, edge rusher.
Edge rusher.
Interesting. There it is. There's some stats right there on the screen. 6'3", 247.
Yep.
So his draft grade was 93. So, I mean, I guess
their next pick is until round 4. That's crazy.
Right. I mean, they should have went quarterback, dude. But I guess there's no more quarterbacks available, so there was really no reason.
They took JJ McCarthy already.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
Who needs a refresh?
Oh.
I do. Man. Well, I mean,
What about the Bengals?
Okay.
What do you think they need?
Well, with
They
the
need to protect
Bengals,
their quarterback because he gets killed pretty easily.
but the
Then
crazy
they
thing is
offensive line. Then
they invested a lot of money into their offensive line, and it didn't pan out well last year, and he still got injured.
I know.
So
yeah,
9-8 record, the Bengals last year. They got a solid team. Where did what's his name go to? The running back, Mixon.
Mixon, Joe Mixon.
Yeah. Where did he go to?
Hang on.
He is
Houston Texans.
Oh, he's Texans. He went to the Texans.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's decent. That's decent. They could
He's
go
still
running
young
back.
and, you know, they could.
They could go running back. I mean, they still got, decent, or a really good receiving core with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Helping the line will probably be the best bet at this point. That or running back for the Bengals. So we'll see what they're going to do next. I guess right now, Lloyd, you could play a little bit of that audio. I guess it doesn't matter.
That's cool.
The
This is making me
one or
hungry
which
right
one?
now.
Right. Because
I'm kind of interested in see what the Rams would do.
Right. Well,
Because the Bengals, it could be anything. Like you said, they invested a lot of heavy on their offense,
right.
and it didn't really pan out. So
right now, since we're waiting for the next pick to come in from the Bengals, OJ, why don't you just give the audience a little heads up of the event that you're going to attend this weekend?
Yes. So me, along with another well-known person in the card collecting game, his name's Andre Kalani. Look him up on Instagram. But we're going to be selling together this weekend at Sacramento Card Show.
Nice.
I think there's going to be about 300 tables plus. All the tables are sold out. I think we got one of the last ones, so we got pretty lucky with that. But I have a lot of good inventory we're going to be getting rid of. Also looking to buy there as well. Okay. So if you're interested in that realm of any sports cards or anything like that, I think it's going to be a big turnout. It starts tomorrow, so we'll actually be heading out tomorrow morning to set up. So I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pretty long days, but yeah, I think, like I said, a lot of people will be showing up. If you guys know White Chocolate from the Sacramento Kings, Jason Williams.
Jason Williams.
He's gonna be there, right?
He'll be there signing tomorrow on Saturday.
Right on. That's dope.
So, I think, like I said, they're gonna have some good people signing there. There's another current Kings player as well that's will be signing. But
okay,
like I said, I think it'll be a really good turnout. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I mean, right now, I currently sold all my Ryan Garcia cards and autograph glove, but if the buyer doesn't actually pay for it, I might just have you go and see, if you could flip that out there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always interested in that. We want to get to the right customers, right? And there's always that fan base. That's why I like card shows or swap meets or antique shows, because you just never know who you're going to come across.
Right.
And then once you get into that, then you start networking. Like, hey, this person's looking for that, or even in the buying aspect, like, hey, this person has this. You know, do you want to buy it? So,
Right.
like I said, I always, I would appreciate that, and definitely try to find you the right buyer.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we kind of want to like dive into and expand on. This channel is card collecting. As you guys can see, I collect cards, mainly Purdy. I have the craziest Purdy collection. But yeah, like card collecting. Got some Wemby's, got some Kaminga rookies. So yeah, it's always dope, and on this channel we'll definitely like do some reveals. When we send them out to get graded.
Yeah.
And
I just got a big submission back from SGC yesterday.
Right on.
And I have another one coming. It's like 53 cards. So I'm trying to send out cards weekly so that it comes back, weekly. But yeah, I think overall, I think if we reach that audience, it may be very resourceful for those people that are into that.
Right on. That's cool.
We could talk about overall, not just cards, but the sports overall. Players that are coming up, because that affects the stock of a card too, right? The value of its a card. So I think that'll be very informational for people, and they might find something very useful.
All right, now that's cool.
All right.
Yeah. So right now we're still waiting for everything to come up. Right now, let's see. Trying to find. Here we go. Here's the link here for the card show. So Sacramento Convention Center. So should be good. I do see Jason Williams. Hey, that's not bad for autographs. That's cool. Yeah. He was dope with Weber back in the day. So
yeah, and you get a PSA authentication, so that shouldn't be,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Keon Ellis. All right. Yeah, that's dope.
Jason was actually like, he was actually one of my favorite players that I kind of wish he'd won a championship too.
Right.
I don't know if everyone can see this, but this is a Jason Williams I just got back.
I can barely see it.
Yeah, let me see.
You probably got to put it lower in front of you.
Maybe I got to remove the filter there.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I don't think you got to remove the filter. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's dope. Okay, right on.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me just turn this off here. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a rookie autograph with a white ink.
Right.
Pretty hard to find one of these, but yeah, just something like I said, something that'll be at the show, and a lot of good stuff.
CJ Stroud, that's it.
Yeah, and James is saying that he got a CJ Stroud downtown. I think that one he got a 10, right, James? And then he also got the Stafford Kaboom, so that's dope.
Nice.
Yeah. So
the Stroud, that's some good stuff right there.
Right.
I think he was definitely one to invest in the off season.
Right.
Right. His stock was down during the off season, but it's starting to go back up.
Right.
But, I think that was a good time, maybe the last month or so to pick up some of his stuff.
So right now it looks like the pick is in. So
yeah. It's been in for the past 3 minutes, I think. I've been looking at the screen down here.
Right. This is horrible. At the rate that we're going, this is not going to end until like 6 a.m. So you got to take it slow better. All right. So right now, what's your guys' thoughts on who they offense, defense?
Selection made. Here we go.
There we go.
Mims, offensive tackle. So there's another tackle off the board. So
6'8". That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's a big guy right there. So
well, I knew they're going to invest in their line again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a smart move. That's a smart move.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a smart move. So right now, with all these tackles coming off, man, this is really not good for the Niners. We do need to get somebody. So,
but that's why I'm disappointed that they haven't made any splash. Nothing.
For the Niners?
Yeah, nothing. Not just the Niners, but everyone in general has been pretty quiet.
Right.
Like what? The only move was one down.
Yeah. Right. So we'll see. I mean, right now, we do have the Cowboys at 24, so that's your team, OJ. So what's
Yeah,
your guys' thoughts on who you guys should go with?
I always
New
wanted.
owner.
I have been for the past few years. Been wanting to get rid of Prescott.
Yeah.
I think we need a better depth at quarterback as well. I
Mhm.
mean, who's second? Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, I think, might be second. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not too impressed with the depth chart there. But I mean, I think we were definitely contenders last year. But you know, we need that leader. We need someone else at the realm there, the helm. I mean, and I don't think Prescott. We give him plenty of chances.
Plenty of money.
Plenty of money. I just think he has his Jerry Jones finger wrapped around his finger, so
Yeah.
that's why he hasn't gone anywhere.
And to be honest, I think Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott, especially like when when Dak went down, Cooper Rush did a decent job.
He did.
Like,
Yeah, he was a decent job. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I think you need if anything, besides the obvious, maybe one more receiver would be good
Yeah.
for you guys.
I don't mind
And
the
a running
receiving core.
back.
You got Lamb, Cooks.
Cooks is maybe
Tolbert was a
running
rookie
back.
last year, I think.
Who was that?
Tolbert was a rookie last year, I believe. Jalen Tolbert. So, yeah, we'll see. Right now, James says Dallas has no O line, running back, or number 2 receiver. Well, number 2 receiver, I disagree because I do think Brandon Cooks still has some,
He
gas
has
in the
potential.
tank. Right, he's
That's-
old, but
I mean, he
he
still
can
has
do his thing.
potential, but he's not as speed. He's not as young as he used to be, but he can catch.
I mean,
but that's why I say you need another receiver.
right. So we'll definitely see. All right, so who do we got up
See what
next?
happens in Jerry world, though. But
So next we do have the Rams. So right now the Rams, I mean,
I think they're gonna probably go defense because what's his name? Sam Darnold. Or Aaron Donald. Sorry, Aaron Donald's getting up there, and
he's gone, bro.
Yeah, Aaron
he's gone
Donald
already?
retired.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
retired.
So they need someone to replace him for sure.
Well, I mean, your boy is the second string quarterback, Jimmy G.
He went to the
Even though,
Rams?
but you notice he's suspended
Wow.
though.
He's suspended, yeah. But the receiving core, though, man, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua, man, that's legit right there.
Yeah, so I think they're good.
Receivers.
They're good and like offensively, but that's why I think defense is they're more immediate needs. Some Sam's, Aaron Donald's gone.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, their defense.
It looks like they're on the clock right now.
Yeah. So here we go.
They need to roll this thing a little faster.
They should have been on the clock. They should have had the pick ready to go. We should be at like Steelers or Dolphins ready.
Actually, it should be in like right where the Bills are.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's cool. Like so let me see.
All right.
So right now,
so let's see. Come on, they're on the clock.
all right, so the pick is in. Let's go. Let's see who it is.
Where's the chime?
I gotta get the chime. And I'm gonna do it again one more time. So let's see here.
That's the longest minute there is.
I'm
I think
telling
they're
you,
going.
man.
Each one of them feels like they're going over the limit right here.
Right. Right now, I don't see.
Everyone's been pretty quiet.
Right. But it's all good. Right now it's going to be interesting what the Rams do. They could potentially trade if they wanted to. But
They would have done it so already, you know.
yeah, it's so late in the draft. I don't see any trades happening at this point. You know what I mean?
It's too far
Any
deep
team.
now.
It's too far, dude. It's crazy.
Hmm.
So we'll see what happens right now.
Someone get this guy a Segway. Come on.
All right, here we go. They got Verse and Edge.
Yeah.
Jared Verse, Florida State. So there we go. I mean,
They seem more excited. But see, the
So-
funny part to me is like I think they already knew he was going to get drafted because where else would you get that hat from,
yeah,
right? That's very convenient. You're not going to buy the whole NFL hats just to say, okay, keep the receipt.
well, they probably had communication at this point that the Rams
I
were
know.
already in on him. So, hey, but good for him, man. Florida State. Let's see, for him, let's see his stats right here. So, 6'4",
he looks like
254, Florida State, edge rusher. Doesn't really give us stats for the season. in
I'm
college.
looking at the highlights. He looks like he's a quick edge rusher and like he gets in there. But honestly, I don't really care because he's a Rams.
Yeah. Now James doesn't think that the chime playing it multiple times doesn't get the pick in faster. I disagree because
Hey.
I'm gonna play it one more time for you.
Hey, I'm willing to try anything at this point.
I know we gotta wrap it up, guys. Come on now. It's crazy. It's crazy. But so far, I mean, this is our first stream for a live event. This is our first time going live, so this is all new. We're learning as we go.
But even though this is our first live one, but it's just it's surprising to me that no one's made any big splash, considering that the needs of every team. Everyone's just been playing it safe, too safe,
Right.
in my opinion. And for something that no one's making a big splash, they're taking their sweet time on this thing.
They are. So right now, I do have special guests coming in here. They could say hello. Go ahead. Say hello.
What's up, chat? Welcome back to my stream. This is Question Everything. Hello! Today we will be questioning everything.
And believe it or not, we got 3 viewers. Yeah. So
I'm famous. I'm green like an alien because they're real.
all right. See you guys later.
Bye.
So, yeah, I mean, you're welcome, OJ. You could definitely come back and, join us on a future podcast. We are definitely going to, again, cover all the sports in the Bay Area. So not only 49ers football, but we also want to dive into the Warriors, of course. That's my love first and foremost is the Warriors. So we're going to cover the draft, any trades. We're going to be, up to date, releasing videos on our channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and enable all alerts. So as soon as the news drops, we'll bring it to you. We're also going to cover Giants and the Sharks. So it should be fun. But one thing that we're gonna also head into in the future is next year we're gonna also be covering the WNBA. So that should be dope. With Caitlin Clark and all these new draft picks coming into the league, it should definitely bring a whole new set of eyes onto it. So that should be dope. for the league itself, and definitely want to help WNBA, grow and expand. So if we could help with that, that would be dope. And also, the Bay Area, the Warriors are going to be having their own WNBA team next year. So hopefully, the Warriors, whatever their name is, will be able to get the top pick, and that'll be sick. So definitely gonna check out some games there. So should be fun. Should be fun. So
Yep. We look forward to we're chatting with everyone and debating regardless of who your team is.
right.
We're here to talk, and that's what we're all about. We're about sports and the love of the game.
Yeah, and again, this whole idea of this podcast is to not just focus on the Bay Area teams that we love, but also invite guests that follow other teams, and we want them to rep their teams too. Let's get into a fun debate. Have a good time because everyone loves sports. So if you're down for your team, let it be known. Let's have a good time, and I just don't want it to be mainly focused on the Bay Area teams. I want to bring it, focus to bring guests on, especially when football season comes around. When we have like a team. Let's, for example, we already know we're going to play the Chiefs in Levi's, Dallas again in Levi's. So those weeks, the weeks of those teams coming in, I want to have those fans come onto the show so we can have a good time. So trying to choose something a little bit different, and just have bring a new vibe here and have more visibility for the guests to be on. So if you're sending a comment in, we'll do our best to put it on the show and discuss it. Communicate with us, and we'll make sure that your comments are shown. So it should be a good time.
Yeah.
So with that filler, if you like that filler, it looks like the Steelers are up right now, and we are going to cover to see who they got. Now, see this comment right now, I don't like because we shouldn't play around with my boy Brock Purdy. Let's not say that he went to the Cowboys. Let's not do that because that will ruin my year.
No. That's blasphemy right there.
That's blasphemy.
Right there. Nope.
So right now, Steelers are up. Pick number 20. Let's see what they go with. Let's see. So right now, they do have quarterbacks. They got Russell Wilson, essentially QB1. They got Justin Fields, QB2. So they're set with that. Running back, they do have what's his name? Out of the Bay Area, De La Salle. I'm forgetting his name. Let me bring it up real quick. Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Najee Harris is solid. The
Probably
receiving core is decent.
Yeah, I could probably see them picking up an O-line or defense because TJ Watt needs some help.
Right. So the pick is in. Let's see who it is. They can go with linemen. They can definitely go linemen. That'll be dope. Linemen. But then again, I don't want them to go linemen because we need those linemen.
Yeah. Please pick a kicker.
Let's go see that punt game will be on fire. Let's go. All right. So he's going to give a speech. So I guess we're going to have to wait a few more minutes.
Yeah, they're really trying to milk this thing right now.
I mean, we got props to him though. Walter Payton Man of the Year. So hey, that's respect. That's cool. All right, let's see. Oh, is that the receiver? No, it's not. Tackle out of Washington. There it is. So we lose out on another lineman that the Niners could have got. So
Well,
there it is, Troy Fata'anu. I think I'm saying it right. So
let's just say Troy.
so right now, James is right. You know, they had to get offensive line, so they did that. That's a good move for the Steelers. We're so close, though. We're at 21. The Niners at 31, so we're 10 away. We're right there. So, hey, if he could play guard or tackle, that's impressive. That's you know, that could definitely help. That's something that the Niners could have definitely used.
Definitely needed, yeah.
So,
but yeah, like I said, considering how everyone's playing it safe, I think there's no more trades.
right.
And the Dolphins, I don't know what else they could need, to be honest.
Dolphins, I mean,
maybe defense, but
yeah, their offense looks pretty decent, man.
yeah, I mean, they're pretty solid. As long as their QB stays healthy, they should be okay because they got a dynamic running game.
Right.
They got a good receiver in Tyreek Hill. So,
yeah, they could go linebacker. They could either go linebacker or secondary.
It's possible, or a corner.
Right. Because Xavier Howard left, so he's no longer there. They still got Jalen Ramsey, but you know he's towards the end of his career, I would say. So he can still definitely cover, but oh, here it is. We're moving now. Pick is in.
That chime's working.
Wait a minute. Nope, they went to.
They just teased us right there.
Boo!
Boo! I want to say something, but I can't because I want to keep everything PG.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, wow. Okay, James, with the stats. So this offensive tackle, Troy Fata'anu, had 1,248 plays, and he only gave up 2 sacks. That's amazing.
Yeah. That would have been nice for us.
That's on the level of Trent Williams right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that's pretty decent.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been good for us, but yeah.
That's a crazy stat. That is a crazy stat. Yeah. See, now, if I played offensive tackle out of 1,248 plays, the quarterback would have got sacked 1,300 times. Keep your day job, man.
Yeah. They would have said, like, are you playing for the other team?
Wait a minute. What does that mean? Next subject. No, I'm not. Yeah, so right now the Dolphins, hey, if they could potentially like get defense, there's plenty of defense. And looking back at the recap of the draft, right now on the screen, a lot of offense was taken. It was either quarterback, receiver, or offensive line. You know, the first, I guess, looking back at this, the first defensive player taken was 15 votes, and 16, and then 17, and then 19. So there's plenty of defense to be had here.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, but yeah, there's plenty of still defense, but we need more offense for our end.
Well, if there's no more, let's say there's no more tackles or centers, we definitely need a right tackle. But if there's nothing there, then we should just go cornerback, dude. We need to get a secondary, and all the top corners
because, you know,
they're still there.
Yeah.
And dude, I'll throw this out there. Chop Robinson from Penn State, the edge rusher, he's still on the board. That guy could be a beast opposite of Bosa, so that could definitely help us. So
let's hopefully no one picks up on your ideas, and we'll see. But that's on the worst case scenario. But we'll see. But the way things are going, they're just been pretty slow on it. So
right, yeah, Tunsil, I remember that they took him. They got away with that one. I think it was from the Texans, I believe. James thinks the next 3 picks will go defense. So defense, receiver. So we're going Dolphins defense, Eagles defense, receiver for the Jags. I mean, hey, we'll see. It's possible.
Yeah, the Jags, I can see them go for defense, but I could also see them going for a receiver.
And I do see that the Jags originally had the number 17 pick. So they did trade it to the Vikings and moved down to 23. So that's interesting. So I wonder what the actual compensation was for that pick or that trade for the Jags between them.
I'm surprised they haven't mentioned it, though.
Right. So we're moving along, everyone. We're moving along. You know, right now they're saying Mel Kiper's saying that the top corner, Cooper DeJean out of Iowa, receiver Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU, Xavier Worthy, receiver out of Texas, center Graham Barden, which is scheduled or rumored to be on the Niners side, and then cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, Toledo. So those are the top 5 left, according to Mel Kiper. So it'll be interesting, you know, if they're able to pick up somebody. But damn, it looks like according to this screen here, Dolphins lost a lot of their defense, man. A lot. Dang. That's not good. They lost 8 starters.
Yeah, so that's going to be a problem. So most likely they might go for it.
So, yeah, I think you're right, James. It's going to be defense for sure. So, Niners might go Kool-Aid with that corner. Yep, out of Alabama. Yep. Chop Robinson. Oh, man. They got him. Penn State.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, considering what they lost, so it's not a surprise.
yeah. So, Chop Robinson. There it is. Penn State. Is there a need, Hunter, for having the ticker in the bottom, or does it suffice with just the screenshot here?
I think we just go with the screenshot.
Screenshot. All right. So
we'll keep it simple.
All right. So we'll get that out. What sucks is I couldn't use the trade alert icon, so that's unfortunate. So I don't think so. OJ, Niners are not going to draft a kicker to replace Moody. There's no way. Moody will be fine. You know, he had a decent, a fairly good rookie season. He missed a couple that really hurt us in terms of wins, but I'm okay with Moody. You know, he's young and he'll develop, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, but you only have one job, so.
Yeah, but imagine the pressure, though, bro. Like, that's pretty tough, man. You know, yes, that's your job, but it's like that's a lot of pressure to be a kicker.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a top receiver and you miss and you drop the ball, like, yeah, that sucks, but people won't really remember that as much. Kicker missing, yeah. So
you're either the goat or the hero. I mean, you're the scapegoat or the hero.
Right. So right now we're still waiting for the Eagles. The Eagles are up. So let's see what they do. All right. So kickers need to be clutch for sure, man. They do need to be clutch. Yep. But as a rookie, though, you got to give them a little bit of grace. So, you know.
Fine.
Second year, though, this season, if he messes up, man, ship him out.
Mm-hmm.
Roll him out to the curb.
Go
next to Clay
XFL.
Thompson. My bad, Clay. My bad, Clay.
Ooh.
I'm joking. But
Someone's
0 points in the
picking a fight with
playoffs,
Clay.
though, man. 0 points in the playoffs against the Kings, dude. No, that's not good. Yeah, the kicker salary. I mean, that's an amazing salary compared to mine. Getting there. Getting there. All right. So the Eagles, let's see what they do. It looks like they're all standing up and one guy's on the phone talking. So I'm assuming he's talking to the potential draftee.
Mhm.
So let's see what happens.
It's probably this dude. If they're focused on him, it's probably him.
So right now, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. The feedback is they got to make this flow better. They have to make it flow better, you know?
Considering
And
it's only the first round, they got to make it flow faster, and then you can't just let it drag like this.
no, it's just too much, dude. Like, yes, they probably don't mind it because of the
Ratings and
advertisement.
all that. Yeah.
But for the average fan, this is a snooze fest.
I know.
So we're trying
Is that
to
my cousin? No.
I think it is.
No, he's an Eagles fan, so it can't be. I'll disown his ass.
Forget the Eagles, man. I can't wait to play them
Come
this year. I think we are playing them this year. I think we are.
Yeah.
I think we are. So
But we already played them last year, and we beat them.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't mind kicking their teeth in again. So it's all good. Let's see. So right now, based on this, this is the Niners home games this year. So we got Cardinals at home, the Rams, Seahawks, Bears, Lions, Jets, Patriots, Chiefs, and Cowboys. That's solid for home. That's
Yeah.
solid. Those are a lot of good games, man. A lot of
Probably
good
the
games.
only game that's going to be really interesting to me is just the Chiefs. But at the same time,
The Lions, though, bro. That's
the
gonna be a
Lions
good
too.
one.
The Lions too, and
Cowboys. It's always gonna be like that'll always
well,
be.
it's just like I'm just happy we beat them. That's the only thing I care about. But the way games,
Packers, Vikings, Dolphins, Bills is going to be a tough one.
yeah,
Bills.
Bills may be probably the toughest one. Maybe Miami is another tough one.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They did lose a lot of their defense, so
Yeah, but it's just their offense. Like is the part that worries me, especially Tyreek. Here we go.
where are they going with? F the Eagles.
We're gonna smoke these birds anyway.
Got the punter right now. We are playing. Come on, Goodell.
Cowboys.
Cowboys easy win? Nah, bro. Nah.
No,
Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
Come on.
I know they're like he's like giving like a Grammy speech.
I know.
Wrap it up, B.
Oh, come on. They're trying to make it look like it's a more fun event. They're trying to get, but if anything, is dragging too long.
Mitchell. Quinton Mitchell.
Corner.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising, but yeah,
Out of Toledo.
doesn't matter.
Nah. There it is. Cornerback, Quinyon Mitchell, Toledo.
Mm.
All right. I
He
mean,
doesn't seem too excited either.
no, he don't. He doesn't. He's like, dang, man, I got to play for the Eagles.
He looks sleepy, dude. He's like, come on, man, let's get this shit over.
Well, dude, we're all sleepy, dude, because like
I
this
know.
draft is lagging. So that's the first corner off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure. I think that is. That is the first.
No, I
corner
think
off
it's
the board.
not. I don't.
Yeah.
Did someone else get a corner?
Nope.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, this is the first corner off the board, dude. They were all defensive, like tackles or edge rushers. This is the first corner off. Wow,
Mm.
that's interesting. So right now, I mean, we're at 31. You know, we have a few more picks to go. This one is this one's interesting. No trades so far, really. I mean, they have minor trades, but nothing like wild. So far, dude, like this draft is like super whack.
I know.
OJ thinks that
slow.
OJ thinks that Trey Lance is gonna throw 9 touchdowns, bro.
9 pick 6. Yeah, I can see that.
Or throw 9 towels. You know, he ain't gonna do that. Brock Purdy's gonna light him up. My boy's gonna light him up. Whoever it is, Dak,
whoever their coach is, yeah, he's not gonna do him. He's not gonna help him out.
And it's crazy, dude. Like there's a video that showed Brock, and that dude looked like he got more muscle in his arm.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like he built up some more muscle, like he bulked up in his arm.
So that'll be cool. I mean, if he could get more power on the arm and hit targets further down the field, that would be amazing. That would be really good for us. So,
but that's why we need protection to give him that time.
See, I agree with James, dude. Like to OJ's comment, Trey Lance throwing 9 touchdowns. James like only in the CFL, and I agree. Only in the CFL. There's no way.
Or the only other way he'll do it is in Madden.
Right.
Not in real life.
Right.
Especially playing against us, no way. You're lucky if you even see the end zone.
Right. So let's just wait to see what the next pick is. Jacksonville at 23 is up. See what they do. And I'll be honest, this is one of the first of many times, first time that I sat through an entire draft. Usually I'll just I'm actually doing it.
Jerry Jones starting to.
Jerry Jones. Our deep threat, bro. We don't forget about Juwan Jennings, man.
I guess you forgot about Debo
or Ayuk. So far, they're still on the roster. So
Jennings,
CMC. You know, like we got options. We got options out there for the Niners, man.
So I can't say the same for you guys.
Not for the Cowboys.
Not for the Cowboys. Maybe CeeDee Lamb, but that's assuming Dak can throw it that far.
Yeah. So let's see. Right now, the pick is in. Are they going to commercial? I sure hope not.
Just tell Goodell to sit his ass and don't move.
Man. Note to self, next time, for the future draft that we cover, whether it's going to be NHL, NBA. I'm gonna make sure I have some food here.
Well, the only thing is going to look awkward. You're like,
I don't care. I don't care. So James says Jags are going receiver, Dallas running back, Green Bay defense. All right.
yeah, I can see that.
All good at slants. Yeah. I mean,
Mm,
we'll see. We'll see. All right, Jaguars. Jaguars receiver. Definitely possible. All right, who do we got? Brian Thomas Jr.
Russell Jr., a wide receiver. Ooh.
Yep. LSU. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess they want to give Trevor Lawrence some more help, but
Right.
we'll see.
So Brian Thomas Jr. He is 6'3", 209. Okay, that's pretty legit. He led college football with 17 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Former high school basketball star. So definitely a legit athlete. Has an extra gear to take it off the top of coverage and threaten after the catch. So okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he's got some
6'3".
hands.
And with this here, the Jaguars sound like they got potentially another Justin Jefferson here, or a DK Metcalf. So that's pretty good right there, or AJ Brown.
We'll see.
CDA is the deepest threat. AFL. All right, so Cowboys are up. Let's see. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, he could be the deepest threat, but too bad he can't get the ball.
I mean,
He gets it once now. I mean, CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver. This Dak is the problem. Sometimes he can get it to him, sometimes he can't. Dak
had a good season though last year. I have to give him props for that. He actually had a good season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was one of his better seasons.
Right. And if you're going to be considered for MVP, hey, that's pretty legit, and so but this year, I mean, there's a lot on the table for Dak to actually do something, because
he definitely needs to show up.
He has to, with the money they're investing in him, almost $60 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, dude. So looks like Cooper Rush. We looked at this earlier, but Cooper Rush is QB2, then Trey Lance, Rico Dodo, running back. I don't know. They got to draft. They have to draft a running back right now.
Probably, because I mean, considering they lost their number one guy, I would. Let's see what's going on in Jerry world.
Right. I guess I am lagging on the comments like Hunter's dial-up modem. I guess I am. Oops.
Is that like Jerry's evil twin?
All right.
On the clock. Hurry up. Swag.
Yep, another commercial. So let's look at their depth chart real quick. So I could definitely see them go running back for Dallas. Maybe a receiver. They could also go line. I don't know. They do have some holes though.
Yeah.
On defense too.
But knowing Jerry, he'll probably go for a receiver.
Which wouldn't be bad though.
Wouldn't be bad, but you know what? It's not addressing their entire issue. Yeah, because they should have known already, like what they're lacking.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
At the same
'cause
time, they could also use a running back because their running back core, no
no
one
one,
really stands out.
no one stands out, dude. I don't even know who these running backs are.
They
I
could
haven't
be all
really heard of them.
rookies. I
Right.
don't think they're all rookies, but like um, never heard of them really,
Right.
or not enough to where like oh, I recognize that guy.
Right. So we'll see. I mean, right now it's going to be interesting for the Cowboys to do something. But right now we're at 24 of the first round. We're still waiting for our team, the 49ers, at 31. So interesting that there hasn't been any trades, but we will see. James says Dallas never had a number one running back since Emmitt Smith. That's true. I mean, Zeke was decent, though. I mean, he had his moments. Zeke,
I mean, in the beginning
Ezekiel
of his
Elliott.
career, Zeke was a good running back, right?
Right.
And then the Pollard, it was their other running back after Zeke, right?
Right.
Was it Pollard?
Yes.
Yeah, and he wasn't too bad, but he got hurt, and he wasn't. Well, I wouldn't say he's necessarily the same, but he was still a decent running back for them. So I can see them really going for him.
Yeah, and OJ is like D'Amico Murray was actually legit. He had a couple of thousand-yard rushes, for a season. Of course, we talked about Elliott. Pollard wasn't bad, man. Like Pollard was actually decent. He had good hands. He was like a smaller version of CMC.
Mhm.
Like he could run the ball, he could catch the ball, he was quick. He just wasn't as elusive as CMC, in my opinion. But still solid, dude.
Yeah, because he was solid enough to take over Zeke's spot.
And James says that Pollard isn't a starting running back. I mean, I think he was. I think he is.
He
wasn't
was
terrible.
because Zeke was running on the fumes. He wasn't the same anymore.
Right. I mean, I see where James is saying it though, because like they were good. Elliott and Pollard, the 1-2 punch, they were actually decent. So
Hey, wait,
yes.
The Lions are up. I thought it was the Cowboys.
Did the Cowboys just trade? The Cowboys traded.
Yep, they traded because the Lions are up.
I can finally use my trade alert. Yes, I can use my trade alert. Yes. Thank you, Cowboys.
Trade good alert. For something.
Yeah, so it appears, according to the screen here, Detroit moved up to 24. Dallas moved down to 29. What did they get in return?
Yeah, but what did the Lions need though? Because they're pretty solid though. I mean, they did pretty good. Maybe another defensive player.
Another receiver with St. Brown.
Williamson is actually pretty good.
They got their tight end. Their line is solid. Maybe a linebacker or a corner, perhaps.
Maybe a corner. I think maybe a corner or maybe another running back. I mean, they're okay.
OJ says Pollard hit 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. So James is saying Lions are going to go defense. And OJ surprised his team, traded down to 29 with the Lions. Wow, indeed. So let's see here. Lions, though, man. They are in Detroit right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what every fan does for their team. When you have a jersey and the camera's on you, you always point downward at the shirt or the hat. It's a thing. It's a thing. So
they might get this guy. He looks like he's a corner.
right. Yes, Niners lit up that defense. Yes, we did. Ayuk helped with that amazing catch
Mm-hmm.
in the late in the fourth. So yes, sir. Agreed. Where will they go now? They could go corner though.
Yeah,
So let's see. The
because
pick is in.
offensively they're decent. You know, maybe
Right.
something to bolster their defense. That's the only thing I can think of.
Right. So the pick is in. Let's see what we got. OJ said Cowboys only traded picks for players. All right. That's legit. That helps. I'm surprised though. So what picks were involved though? So that's the question. Couldn't be just a straight up.
There we go.
Go running back now. That's awesome. Oh, okay. So these schools played football, huh? That's dope.
Come on, man. We got work tomorrow.
I got dinner to eat.
Mine's already cold. DoorDash probably left.
Man, I don't want to hear that. Raccoons got it.
Raccoons got it.
A bear went to your porch and took it.
Yeah.
All right, so they got Arnold. Terry and Arnold, cornerback. So they got a CB.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I don't know why, but he reminds me is like he kind of reminds me of Terrell Owens.
right.
His looks. It kind of looks like T.O.
Maybe. All right, so OJ said Dallas in that trade with the Lions moving down from 24 to 29. They got 29 and 73 out of it. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then
Considering
in
there's
return,
not that many,
right.
a
In
lot of
return,
space in them.
Detroit got late 2025 late rounds. All right.
Yeah, it's not a loss for them either because they don't really need a lot of help. Maybe that's why they're willing to give it up.
Right. So right now, next on the clock is going to be the Packers.
And well, like I said, since they're out of QB options, I don't know what else they would do.
Right.
They might go maybe receiver or running back. He's like, let go of the shirt.
All right, so Green Bay is on the clock. Let's see what they do. I mean, that should help their defense. Their defense again is solid. You know,
Yeah,
they got a good front.
like, that's why like they're offensively they're okay.
Right.
You know, like and their pass rushing is not bad, so they didn't even like a good. They would help bolster their defense for sure.
Right. James says running back for the Packers. All right. You've been pretty accurate so far, James. I don't want to hear it tomorrow morning. He probably has the Back to the Future almanac. I don't know. To be determined. So, I mean, so far it's moving. So,
Too bad we couldn't get him though. I mean, To be honest, he would help out our defense.
Who's that?
This guy right here. That was
Yeah.
at,
I mean, we still got Kool-Aid McCown. What's his name? Let me bring it up real quick. Kool-Aid McKinstry. He's still there. And yesterday, remember how I was talking about that center out of Oregon, Jackson Power Johnson? He's still there.
yeah.
Graham Barden, the center / tackle, is still there. We still got one of the projected top cornerbacks, Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. He's still there.
Yeah.
So we're in good shape, man.
Mhm.
Now the interesting thing will be if the Niners draft a receiver, which I doubt, but just go along. If the Niners draft a receiver, does that mean that Debo or Ayuk is going to be moved? There's a chance. And at that point, it ain't going to be for a player in the draft. It might be for an actual vet player plus future player.
Possible.
It's possible. So,
Like considering how how late we are into the draft already.
right.
And
Very fair, James. If you had an almanac, you wouldn't have to work. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yes. I would have to ask to borrow that almanac. And as I go back in time in my DeLorean and make sure I don't mess up to the point where Biff takes over. So, greatest movie of all time. Greatest trilogy of all time to me. Everyone says Star Wars. Yes, Star Wars. That's cool.
But it depends on which Star Wars you're talking about.
Back to the Future, though, man. That's.
Well, they don't make
legit.
them like they used to.
Right. So, right now, we are still waiting for the pick to be announced for the Packers. James is saying running back. I don't know what running back they could actually select, but so far it'll be interesting, and we got to also consider there will be late rounds, so it's not like they have to have everything. Oh, there he is. No, he's online. Here it is. What's up, man? Niners go online or DB? What up, brother? How you doing, man? What team? Wait, Noe, what team are you on? Is it the Commanders, the Rams? It's Commanders, right? I think it's the Commanders. So, 4 watchers, let's go. Hey, we're at 5. Let's go. We're about to break YouTube servers. That's right, the Commanders. Hey, so Noe, what do you think about your pick, man? You guys got Jaden Daniels, quarterback LSU. That should be a good move, So that's dope. So we'll see. Right now, we're still waiting for the Packers pick to come in. So we'll see. They are definitely taking their time with the draft picks. They gotta just keep it moving. They gotta keep it moving.
You're already down to the wire. Come on, man.
I mean, guys, we're at a stream right now at 3 hours, 13 minutes, and we're barely at pick 25. That's interesting. That's interesting. So, always says, hope they don't go do them like RG3. Yeah.
That's true.
RG3, though, man, he got injured, though, because he had a doo-doo line. So, I mean, that's kind of...
No, I don't think it's not because he had a doo-doo line, but, I think it was because of the coach, because they made him, made him play even though he was already hurt.
Yeah. All right. Pick. Go. Pick is in.
Keep your ass down, Goodell. Just don't go anywhere.
We got Jordan Morgan.
Defensive tackle.
So interesting. Yeah, it looks like he is a offensive tackle out of Arizona.
That's very interesting.
All right. So let's see.
I guess they're really still heavy. I'm
So let's see what we got. He's 6'5", 311 out of Arizona, of course. Started 37 games at left tackle. Has big hands. He's tough to beat. Has a balance of body control to mirror recover and
Well, I
recovery.
guess they figured they need help protecting Jordan Love because
Right.
no,
Doesn't seem like a bad pick for.
I mean I think it's a smart pick because
Yeah. Right.
that's the problem with Jordan Love. Like when he gets into a panic mode,
Right.
he'll make mistakes.
Right.
So
All
let's
right.
go Tampa Bay's next, right?
Bucks are on the clock. Let's see what they go with. We're almost there. We are almost there. So right now, I don't know. With RG3 though, his career did end short. Unfortunately, he was dope out of what college was it? It wasn't Marshall, Baylor. He was out of Baylor, and he
And
was
he had a
good in
promising
college, man.
career, but I think because they were desperate to get into the playoffs,
Right.
and I know because he was playing already with a busted knee,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the last hit took him out, and he was never the same since.
Right.
He had a good arm. He had a good arm. He was pretty accurate. He was pretty mobile, but I thought personally they shouldn't have pushed it because either way, if that guy was your franchise, and if he's hurt, why push it? Because
But
otherwise, I
who?
think RG3 would have had a longer career.
And now maybe a lot of Niner fans may not like this comment, but the offensive coordinator with the Washington Redskins at that time for RG3 was Kyle Shanahan. So
Yeah, and his dad was the one that forced him to play, though. Because his dad was the head coach of the Washington Redskins.
Mike Shanahan?
Mike Shanahan was the coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain. Let me look it up, though.
Okay. Always said he openly admitted that he should have not been in that playoff game because of injury. Oh wow, yeah. See, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Thankfully, he has a good career, in broadcasting. He's legit. But yeah, that sucks, man. That's a bummer.
Oh, actually, I take it back. It was Jay Gruden.
There you go. That makes more sense. Yeah.
It was Jay Gruden.
All right.
And like I said, it was tough to see because they didn't really force him because I think they wanted to sell him too much or they wanted to make it look like hey, they had a like a prominent season.
Right. Yeah, and like I mentioned, like Kyle Shanahan was the coordinator. I think also the Rams coach was on there too, McDaniels or McVay.
Sean McVay, yeah.
Yeah, Sean McVay was on that squad too. So they were all up and coming. So yeah, that's wild. He would have had a good career though, RG3 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, I didn't like to see like Anthony Richardson for the Colts last year go down. That sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Yeah, I agree. They should have played Cousins, man. They should have played Cousins. Yep. So I don't know. That's the infatuation with Kyle Shanahan and Cousins, though. I'm glad that Cousins is in Atlanta, so those rumors are put to bed because we don't need a quarterback. We got Brock, so we good.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the obsession was because I still thought Cousins was overrated.
I mean, again, dude, like he's okay. He's decent. He's not garbage.
He's not garbage, but he's not worth the money that they're like what Minnesota paid for him. The way they were he was asking top dollar. He hasn't even made it big.
Let me see if I could pull up stats here for Kirk Cousins. I don't think it will though. Maybe. No, it's not gonna. Well, see y'all. Let's see. Dude, I mean, look at his numbers though, bro. You can't deny that, dude. Look, starting in 2015, his fourth year in, 4,100 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks. 4,900, 25-12, 4,000, 27-13, 4,300 essentially, 30-10. Dude, these are good numbers, man. You can't say he's whack. He's good,
Well,
dude.
I mean, like, here's the thing for me, right? You can have good numbers, but the overall result is what matters. How many rings? How many times you've been to the playoffs?
Well, of course, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like everyone talks about, like, hey, Eli Manning is not a good quarterback. I think he deserves a Hall of Famer because look, he was the first man to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
He beat his brother, and he's the only quarterback that beat Tom Brady twice, the GOAT, in
Right.
Super Bowl and back to and when they played him twice. So not many players can say that. How many players can say that they beat Tom Brady twice in Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Right? And
Right.
he doesn't deserve Hall of Fame? Come on. And you mentioned guys like Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he got numbers, but you know what? Eli's got the rings. Right?
Right.
And he did against the GOAT.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Eli Manning was legit too. Like he was good,
yeah.
Was he
But I
as
don't
good
think
as his brother? No, but he was still good.
he was still good enough to win the Super Bowl.
Oh
But,
no, here we go. They got Graham Barden, the Bucks. That was the guy that was supposed to go to the
to the Niners.
Niners. Right, out of Duke.
Dang it.
Son of a gun. So
Okay,
he's off
let's
the
get to
board. He's off the board
wow.
now.
I had a feeling they were gonna use it, get him because they need to protect what's his name, Baker Mayfield.
Right.
That's why I was
So
disappointed that the Niners didn't do nothing.
So he's 6'5", 313 pounds. Out of Duke. He's listed as a center, but it does show on here. Barden started 34 games at left tackle at college. And he developed into a starter center. So he plays guard as well. So he plays all three positions on the line, which is amazing.
Yeah, which we would have been nice if we had him.
Right. So that's a bummer, man. Dang.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that guy at least. So
Yep.
Let's see here. All right, yes. There we go, OJ. Four watchers. Yep. Let's go. Let's see here. Just like Shanahan, should have used Mitchell more. To give CMC time to rest. He gets one-sided, yeah. But see, like Mitchell on the Niners, the running back, he's not as dependable because he gets injured a lot. My dude is instead of Elijah Mitchell, it should be Jordan Mason. We talked about this yesterday. Jordan Mason, I feel, is better. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. I'm falling behind here. Pick is in. Darius Robinson.
I think they're getting closer to the end, so it's no. But I always felt like that's why for me, Kyle Shanahan's biggest problem is I don't think he knows how to use his players too well.
Right.
That's my imagine because we have like a three-headed beast in the running back. If we use him like in rotation, it'll like wear out every defensive line there is. Imagine switching out CMC, Mitchell, Mason, right? Even Juszczyk for short yards, and then don't forget about Debo.
Right. So James said if he didn't get injured this year, he could have battled for an MVP. He started this year great. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about Cousins. So that's fair. So, at this point, OJ says get some coffee. I say no. I'm going off being delirious. With only
Red Bull.
Let's see how many picks left. 5 more picks left total.
There we go.
4 more picks to the Niners. So we get to the Niners. So right now the Bills are up. Let's see what they go with. Bills, again, like Bills are They need a draft a receiver because they just lost what's his name to the Texans, Diggs.
Trayvon
So
Diggs, yeah.
Trayvon
They
Diggs.
might go to
So
the receiver.
they have to go receiver, bro. They have to.
Mm.
You know, if they don't, I mean, look at that depth chart. Like the running back is decent. James Cook is decent.
Well,
But
because I mean, right now for their top choice, I would go receiver because looking at how the draft's been going, you can pick up the rest later in the second and third round.
right. And right now it looks like receiver. There is a guy named Adonai Mitchell out of Texas that's still on the board. Troy Franklin out of Oregon is still on the board. McConkey out of Georgia is still on the board. Keon Coleman, Florida State, and then Roman Wilson, Michigan. So they got a few that are still projected to be on the top, like 30, 40 that are still on the board. So if they go receiver, they definitely got to pick. You know, they have options there. So yeah, and just like we're saying, James, like yeah, Buffalo needs a receiver for sure. So this will be interesting of where they go. Definitely not defense, even though they do need defense.
That could wait.
You know, in the secondary, yeah, it could wait. Their offense needs help for sure. Like receiver, who is Josh Allen going to really throw it to? Like Khalil
That's
Shakur,
why.
I don't really know too much. Curtis Samuel, Matt Collins, like, I mean, we'll find out. I'm still hoping for a punter. I'm still hoping. Fingers crossed for a punter.
Mhm.
You know, for anyone but the Niners to pick. If the Niners draft a punter, man, I'm shutting down the stream.
Yeah.
I'm shutting it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a drive to Levi and say, I need to talk to John real quick.
No, but see, you got me wrong, Hunter. I'm shutting down the stream off of pure excitement for a potential
okay.
punter. Let's go. Levi Stadium will never be the same. It'll be the number one jersey sale.
All his rookie cards are all gonna be on like.
I know, dude. Oh my god, his rookie cards. Good luck getting those, dude. If you open a pack next to somebody and they see you pull that card,
Oof.
you better protect yourself like Walmart at Black Friday, man.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good, dude. It's not gonna be good.
Not gonna be pretty.
And they're hitting us with another commercial. This is amazing. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, we do. Wait a minute. There is a trade. Trade alert. Look at the screen. Chiefs just jumped up to 28 and traded with the Bills. Bills moved down to 32. Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting. So,
But what could the Chiefs want or need?
I don't know. Let's see. I mean,
A new offensive O-line just to help Mahomes out. I don't know.
receiver. I think they're gonna go receiver, bro.
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah, they would have to go either receiver or defensive line. But yeah, see, like I agree with Noe, like receiver. They have to go receiver, man. That makes the most sense for the Chiefs. I mean, Rashid Rice was doing good towards the end of the season, but everyone else, man, they were just like not there for Mahomes. You know,
Yeah.
and they still won the Super Bowl, which is wild.
Yeah.
You know, that's frustrating, dude.
Don't even get me started on that.
I will not. Yeah, I mean, like
I'm already heartbroken twice. We lost to those guys that we should have won, but
yeah.
it was a bad nightmare.
It's all right. I mean, it's a new season, so we'll
Yeah.
go. We'll see. All right, James said Cousins for 8 games had 2,331 yards, 18 touchdowns. Projected out of 17 games, he would have had 4,900 yards and 38 touchdowns. See, now he would have been MVP if he ended the season with those numbers. That's amazing, dude. And I mean, again, dude, I don't want to say too much on this, but for Lamar to get MVP, I'm still surprised off of that. Like, I'm still surprised Lamar got MVP. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it didn't help. Brock should have won, but it didn't help. We lost to the Ravens, so
Yeah,
that's what really I think pushed over Lamar.
right.
That's the only reason he won.
Yeah, and I hear he like Super Bowl was definitely a fluke, man. There was things going on that did not make sense. Purdy showed poise in that big game, dude. He didn't shake, he didn't rattle. He did his part. The lineman Feliciano left right guard getting injured for like 3 plays cost us the Super Bowl because we had I'm gonna get his name today because I can't messed me up
Well, it
yesterday,
didn't.
but
We also didn't help that like Dre Greenlaw got hurt. But
Spencer Burford,
yeah,
when he came in on that play at the goal line, that really like cost us the game because it um
Brock exposed.
left Rock exposed, dude. It left him exposed, and then what's his name on defense? Chris Jones just walked in and then and got Brock, dude. That was heartbreaking right there. So
Well,
they
to
might not have
me,
Crusher Rice for next year.
I still like. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but I blame Kyle. For me, like the reason why I blame Kyle is because I think he gave up on the
On the
he
running
gave up
game,
on the running game too easily, just because CMC dropped that one rare fumble.
right?
But and he just let it go. That's the second time. Because the first time we went to the Super Bowl with
Right.
Jimmy G. Our running game was our bread and butter, and Jimmy G threw more passes than we had runs.
Right.
So that's why I blame Kyle because he gives up on a play if he thinks that something went wrong. Oh, I gotta give it up.
Right.
Feel like when the pressure situation is on, it's hard for him to like stay cool and like adapt.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's
Well, it
we
is what it is now. So I
yeah,
mean,
it is what it is.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Punter.
Big hit. Chiefs, interesting. Yeah, it has to be. I say it'll be either receiver Mitchell out of Texas or Franklin out of Oregon. There's four projected top, but those two. We're almost there, Hunter. We're almost there. Yeah, James, you could be right. Looking like 49ers will be getting Kool-Aid next year. So, Xavier Worthy. There we go.
Wide receiver. Okay, get off the board.
Yep. So let's see. Let's look at his numbers here. Xavier Worthy, 5'11". I remember hearing about him. He's quick. Worthy ran the fastest 40-yard dash at the
Mhm.
combine since at least 2003 with a blistering time of 4.21 seconds. So he is going to be another. Who do they have? He's on the Dolphins now. Oh my gosh, I'm
Tyreek
drawing a
Hill.
blank. Tyreek Hill,
Yeah,
yes. He's gonna be another Tyreek Hill.
yeah. He's quick, and they need that. I can see why they pushed up for him.
OJ is rooting for his Cowboys, so let's see what they do.
The who?
The who?
The who?
And again, like for the Cowboys, they got to go running back. either running back or receiver.
Mhm.
So right now we have a total of 4 corners that are still on the board for the top 35. We have 1, 2, 3 linemen left. Man, we're 3 picks away, dude. Oh my god, who are we gonna get? So is this an indication that since there was no trades for Ayuk or Debo, we are gonna re-sign Ayuk at this point, right? That's the
Who
indication,
knows?
right?
I mean, that's what it looks like, unless like they do something a trade for a vet or somebody else. Who knows? Because that's still up in the air.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
OJ. Go ahead.
I would like to say, yeah, we're gonna keep him, but in the overall scheme, we can't afford it.
Right.
So
And right now, OJ, you're right. There are no running backs off the board at the moment. So right now it does say that the pick is in for the Cowboys. So James is right. Dallas has to go running back. They don't have anybody. I thought they were going to go after Derrick Henry, but
well, even if they did go with Derrick Henry, it wouldn't be a smart choice because he's already getting close to the end of his career. I would rather invest, like with the young buck, especially the money they invest in Dak. I don't know if they could afford Derrick Henry.
right. Well, the Cowboys are up. Let's see what they do. Who knows? Who cares? I'm just playing.
I'm not.
Right.
I know. Hunter.
All right. So who they get?
Oh, they went offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle Guyton.
Mm.
Oklahoma. Tyler
I guess
Guyton.
that's not a bad choice.
No.
Kind of surprising.
Let's see what he looks like here. Offensive tackle, 6'8", 322 out of Oklahoma.
Oh, he's pretty big, 6'8".
I mean, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Guyton started only 14 games at tackle in college, so he is raw as a prospect. But the former tight end has size, quickness, length, and foot speed to develop into a starter early in his NFL career. All right, I mean, he's a project. He
He's
could
a
be a
project.
bust.
I mean, no offense to him, but he's gone to the Cowboys, so it doesn't matter to me if he's a bust or not.
No, of course not.
Gary will find a way to mess it up.
Right.
All right, let's go next. Ravens.
Ravens are up.
I wonder who they would need. They probably need a receiver, huh?
Right.
Either a receiver or a running back, because they don't always want to have to keep using Lamar to run all the time.
Right.
Because that's their only offense. He just runs.
Right. All right, OJ, I'm a little late, but he said he thinks seeing them going defense. He's surprised with the pick. Our offensive line is getting old. That is facts. James, he didn't give up any sacks last year. That's not bad. But yes, he is a project. So, I mean, that may not translate well into the NFL, a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
But he has a size. I mean, if it could pan out, that'll be a great pickup.
But see that right now the Cowboys are in the stage where, considering what Jerry's been promising them, they can't afford to have a project.
No.
They need a sure thing. So
Right.
that's was to me that's why it's a mistake. But
all right. So right now, the Niners are 2 picks away. We need offensive line help. Right now, they still got the center, Jackson Power Johnson, out of Oregon, which I believe could be a real steal out of the draft. He's a center, but that could also help. And right now, that is all we have for offensive line, dude.
mm-hmm.
for the projected top 35, that's all that's left. That's which is wild. So there's plenty of receivers. They still got Kool-Aid McKinstry at cornerback, so they might go there. You know,
I mean, who knows? Well, right now the pick is in.
all pick is
See what
in.
we do.
Oh shoot!
We're
Here we
down to the
go.
finish line.
James says offensive line for Baltimore.
Mhm.
Henry's running back for Ravens. Yep. So
It could be.
let's see. Let's see who they get.
There it is.
Baltimore. They could go offensive line. They could get that center, dude.
It's possible.
Yeah, because
They want to protect Lamar.
right.
Here we go.
Ah, shoot.
Come on.
If they get that lineman, dude, we are definitely getting Kool-Aid at that point. Or Cooper DeJean, cornerback out of Iowa. Those are like the two top corners left. I don't see us going receiver since we still have Debo and
Ayuk.
so now, I mean,
Well, I mean, we never say never because there's still the last couple of rounds, but at the same time, we need some.
not right now.
Now it's too late now.
It's too late now. So depending on where the Ravens go, we're gonna really.
We don't care about your
find
concert.
out.
Yeah.
Are they having a concert?
Come on, Fidel, get your ass up there.
All right, here we go. Ike sweating. Nate Wiggins, cornerback. Oh,
Ooh.
so now we have an option of Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback, or center Jackson Power Johnson. So I'm not mad at that, dude. We're in play for either or.
Mhm.
What would you guys go with at this point? Offensive line, center, or cornerback? What would you
I
guys
would go
do?
offensive line. If anything,
Yeah, I mean, all right, here comes the Niners. Let's go. So this guy will look really quick. Nate Wiggins, 6'1", 173 out of Clemson. Pretty tall for a corner.
Mhm.
Wiggins was the only corner to run a sub 4.3 in the 40-yard dash. He has start-stop ability. All right, so I mean, I'm surprised that they went corner though. I have to be honest. But
Yeah, I'm surprised also because I thought they'd more than anything because their defense is pretty solid. You know, I thought they'd help more in the offensive line.
so James said, if the 49ers go receiver, then Debo or Ayuk could be to Buffalo for pick 32. No.
That
I
would
don't
be
think so.
horrible.
That would be a terrible trade.
It
That'd be
wouldn't be
terrible.
worth it. That wouldn't be worth
No.
it.
At this point,
You might as well take your chances on the second round. I wouldn't even bother.
unless they really like two players that are available right now, then yes, I see that happening. Because
But
I mean,
to me-
imagine if they get Kool-Aid McKinstry as corner and Jackson Power Johnson center. If we could come up on those two, because it makes sense. James actually makes sense here because the Buffalo Bills are in the market for a receiver, and if they could get either Ayuk or Debo, that'll be interesting, dude.
I mean, stranger things have happened, so hey, we'll see. We made
OJ
it this
says
far,
de-injured. Debo de-injured. Okay.
so.
All right. James cut costs off the salary. That's where I'm at, dude. I definitely want to cut costs off the books. If we could flip either of them to Buffalo, we have to get Buffalo number 32 plus something else from Buffalo at this point, or to get a player back in return. Like something. But I don't want any feature picks though. We need something
If
in
it's
this
future
draft.
picks, then forget it.
Forget
it's
it.
not worth it. We need
Right.
here and now.
Right. So here it is. I mean, we're getting close. We're at the pick. We're at the finish line. So we made it. We are at 3 hours 44 minutes in the stream. So this is
That's
a
crazy.
journey.
This is our first live stream, and it's already like 4 hours practically. That's
I
nuts.
know, bro. I know, man.
See, I never thought it would be like this.
I know.
At most, I thought it would be an hour.
I don't want to end the stream and go memes. That sucks.
I know.
So OJ says 7th round picks from 2033. Okay. Ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Maybe you're talking about your own team.
I know. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. This is our first stream, so yes, we're doing our best. We're doing our best. Thank you, sir. So right now, I mean, again, we do have options. So if the Niners go either center or
Corner.
yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, Lenore moved back to nickel. Then we got Moody Ward at left corner. Then we get Kool-Aid McAllister. He can step into starting right corner. Then we got Hufunga and Jair Brown in the backfield. That means we got a really young secondary that can make moves, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, either or is not like, it's not a. I'll be happy with either decision. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong, but looking at the depth chart here, like, we definitely need a right tackle, dude. I am not a fan of McKivitz. Yes, they re-signed him for 1 year, $7 million. Okay, I don't understand that, but yes, all right. I didn't mind Feliciano at right guard. I thought that he was better at left guard when Aaron Banks was down. But if we go with rookie Jackson Power Johnson, then he could replace Brendel because Brendel is a little bit old. Let me see how old this guy is. And that could help a little bit. So 7th season. I guess he's not that old, I guess. So he's not too old. So
he's not that bad, but you know what? Like I feel like we need a good solid backup for him just in case.
Right.
And it's a good way for building up. It could also help develop him, like for future and to protect Brock.
Yep. Here we go. The pick has to be in. Right now, they're covering the Niners stuff. They're back from commercial. And guys, I mean, shoot, Niners, dude, we have to run it back. This is our time right here. Like,
I mean, our time is running short. Just considering
the window is closing.
Yeah,
and we have to be like honest with each other here because Kittle's going to possibly be off the books next year. We're going to see Debo and Ayuk possibly go off the books. Trent is going to be off the books. Juszczyk. So this is it right here. We really have to make a push. So who do we go with?
We have no choice. It's a do or die season.
OJ, the ship has not sailed because we still got Brock and you guys got Dak. So I mean, Dak does Dak things. So I mean,
with Jerry in charge, who knows where you guys are going?
Here it is. The pick is in. I'm gonna play this sound effect. April. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. All right. Final answer, anyone? Chime in.
O-line.
Yeah.
Oh, they got
line or corner.
Oh, they got a receiver.
Oh, they got a receiver. Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. Now that's interesting. Ricky Parsall, 6'1" out of Florida. Parsall makes adjusting to passes thrown outside his frame look easy. His one-handed snatch against Charlotte was one of the most impressive catches in 2023. His speed makes him a threat after the catch as a runner and in the return game. I am not sure about this damn pick.
Ooh,
I don't like that.
I'm a little shy.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, guys, like honestly, this means we talked about this. This means that Ayuk or
Uh-oh.
Debo is gone.
Looks like the Panthers made a move.
Oh, Panthers traded with the Bills. Panthers are in the first round.
I'm a little disappointed.
I am too, bro. Like
I mean,
a receiver.
So something must be happening behind the scenes
For sure.
because there's got to be a reason for that. But I'm still disappointed because that doesn't address our needs.
And what they're saying here is that Ricky Parcell, the receiver, is a vertical slot threat. So we already got a vertical threat in Jawan Jennings. Why do we need another?
That's what I mean.
I don't know if Ayuk is gone. It could be Debo. But see, the thing is, I'm leaning towards Ayuk because Debo, if traded before June 1st, will have dead money hit of, I think, 25 million, 26 million. So that's a big hit.
Unless they restructure his contract, or I don't know. But even that's a long shot, to be honest. So something's behind the scenes. So, but I am really disappointed.
I don't know what Adam Schefter is saying. He's on speaking right now, but it could potentially mean that someone will be traded any moment. It could be now, it could be tomorrow, but either Ayuk, it's most likely Ayuk gone. And one of the destinations here for Ayuk was going to be Pittsburgh. So can we get Troy Fatanu? Because that's who they drafted. Can we get him in return? So that's essentially us moving up to the 20th pick and trading for Ayuk at that point. So
it's a possibility, but I mean, right now it's pure speculations considering. But again, it's unless something happens tomorrow, I'll be. I mean, something that really like. Okay, that was a smart choice. But other than that, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand that pick at all. That's weird. That's a weird pick. Ayuk, I think, is not shaking. I think he's anticipating because there was a lot of chatter at that point. Hints from his lady as well on Facebook saying that, hey, if they don't restructure, then send me elsewhere. And then with the social media stuff that was going on lately, yes, Debo was doing the same thing, but I feel like this is something where the Niners are against the wall at this point. They cannot afford two receivers at 25 plus million a year. It's impossible with that roster they got.
No
CMC
way.
is now going to be getting paid 12 million instead of the 7 he got last year. Trent is going to be getting his 27 that he always gets every year. We did get rid of Armstead, which was costing us about 22 million a year.
Yeah, as it is, I mean, like, Kittle and Juszczyk already restructured just to help out. So, and then we still got to think about Brock. Even if they were able to magically keep both Ayuk and Debo, we have nothing for Brock.
Right. So
that's
there it is.
Like, here we go. Here's the last
pick. So let's see what it is. To me, it's the Panthers. I see them going receiver or line.
Most likely receiver because they need somebody.
They do need a receiver. I didn't look at their depth chart here, but
or I can see a running back also.
Yeah, I can see a running back, but they need a lot of help.
They're in complete rebuild, so
right. Yeah, so let's see.
Here we go. Hit me.
At this point, Panthers might.
It's not going to hurt them.
Hunter, I'm still like reeling off this pick from the Niners, man. Like,
I
I don't understand that pick. They could
Oh,
have
they
had.
picked the receiver too. They picked up
Oh
Xavier.
yeah. Oh,
Leggett.
Leggett. Yeah. We drafted him in a mock draft yesterday.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna
Again,
draft a receiver, dude, like they passed up on a bunch that were actually like good. Who the F is like in charge of this draft class here? Like, was
I
it
don't know.
John? Like Kyle? Like, yo, you guys
I
gotta
think it's
make
both of them. I think it's both of them, but I don't know. It's still just yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, at
Even
that
if they
point,
wait till tomorrow, but at that point, it
it's
still doesn't make
pointless.
sense.
Yeah, it's pointless. I mean, let's look at round 2 tomorrow. Well, okay, timeout. The Bills do have the number 1 to start off the draft at number 33, so they can essentially still do it. So
It's possible because I mean we're dead last.
where do we pick? We pick
Dead
at
last.
63.
Well, same thing. Dead last.
Dang.
Close to dead last. So
Oof.
I need to do some major magic tomorrow.
I mean,
If not, like I said, I'll be super disappointed.
yeah. So I guess this essentially wraps up night 1 of the draft. It's been a journey, my friend. 3 hours, 56 minutes. So
almost 4 hours, but thanks for sticking with us, and we appreciate it. And we'll follow up after. I think we're gonna do a follow up after the complete draft is over, right?
yeah, we'll do a follow up. We're not gonna really cover tomorrow.
Another 4 hours back to back.
How about this? We could do a recap of draft rounds 2 to 7 on Sunday.
Yeah.
However, if there is a major trade, I will bring it to everyone.
Okay.
We'll drop a video. If you're down, we could drop a video. But yeah, it's at this point, so it's gonna be crazy. All right. With that, everyone, please subscribe, like, comment, spread the word. We are going to be doing this, so let's have a good time. Appreciate everyone joining. And at that point, thanks again. See you next time.
Night.
All right. So let's end it with a thank you.
Mm-hmm.